We should be up. No, privately so. And I'm gonna watch multiple games. I guess. I don't know. So. It's almost that moment like, did I ask? You're what? It's just the lack of respect from the get go. They're trying to find middle ground, but then there's going too far. So we're up on the book. I'm gonna hide the times. Yeah, yeah. I'm a very inactive person. You don't have to rub it in. That's what they call me. Your love and affection. Well, not enough if you ask me. So if you wanna pop over to the tube, you'll see what it looks like. Ah, yes, of course. No, I am as well. Wow. Jamie says it live on air. He doesn't really care. I didn't sort out Joe's background. Well, no, Joe's not background. His I haven't cropped him yet. I can still do a minimum, can't I? I mean. Don't. Trying to. Oh, don't go on to that. That's not what you. It's never a problem to be too early, except for one time. I'm just. It does, it does. There we go. That way everyone's edited in. So you can. I set the template up before we got onto this call, and coincidentally, we're kind of nearly correct to what the video is. So, oh yeah. Well, you can go on the stream if you want. Oh yeah, but I just keep hiding it, so I've taken it off there so you can see it. Yeah, I'm just making some modifications now, Jamie. So bear with me. Lights flicker at 50 hertz, which means that it flickers up and down once every 50 times every second. So technically, if you put a slow motion camera or a camera that can get kind of slow motion, you'll see a light flicker. And if you put it onto 3-phase, then you can cancel out that flickering a bit, but it still flickers. You know, electricity perfectly goes up and down, and its average is 0. So that's why lights flicker. It could be that as well. It's all going to shit. Yeah, Jamie, you sound like the negative one here. You get Coca-Cola in 8 packs? It's a best not drinking Coke. That's bad for you, Jamie. I mean, your diet of crisps and Coke is not a good one. You do what you want, Adam. I'm not. This ain't a dictatorship. Ah, yes, the country that basically votes on every single law that needs to be passed. Yes, we're very dictator. That's not wrong. What do you say, Joe? It's actually no, it's actually a decent system. It really is in practice. It's a very good system. So yes, because they get the benefits from you because it's a rich country. Wow. In the French or German part, and then you'll find Italian part is like, oh fucking hell. Be even worse if it was Romance. I can hear it. German part. What? How how'd you spell it? Oh, he's right up north. He's right up north. I'm getting I think someone's mic is sending it back on this video. I can hear you. So he lives in Trubach. Is that Trubach? Is that what you said? He's on the border of Liechtenstein, the tax haven of anywhere. It's the Monaco of Switzerland, basically. Ah, dangerous breed, those Swiss. Never know which language they speak. And it must be going back through the loop. There are no fans. I'm onto the stream to see if. Now that's a dictatorship. Ouch. Okay. Think of a way. Think of a way. Can't hear anything. That's probably me. I did just breathe quite loud. I've stacked my windowsill, with it. And the temperature outside is how cold is it? Just to Oh, it's only 1 degree. It's one. I'm in Switzerland, mate. Of course, it's colder than Britain. We get snow. You had like 2 centimeters of snow. It's Here. It's weird if it doesn't snow. It's weird if it doesn't snow. Can't believe you just said colder in Britain. It's damper, that's for sure. I've got a feeling this is going to be a bit. It's going to be a bit satirical. Well, I'll have to check. Yeah, make me the host, and I'll see if I can share the sound. How do you share the sound actually for the? Well, no, the sound should automatically. Yeah, it shouldn't matter. How are you sending me the sound? Okay. Because if you look at the stream now, I'm not gonna be present in the chat because when I open the chat, it moves the whole desktop to the right. So if you look right now, you can see it's all gone overboard. So I won't be opening the chat. If you send me something, it's via another. Yeah. Because now also the scoreboard will be. So what, you've got an audio clip that you So you've got an audio clip, Jamie. Is that it? Fantastic. It suits me better because if I try going through Bet365, I'll have to use a VPN and it'll make my connection unbelievably unstable. End of the world. I don't know if you've seen the film which that music score comes from. Do you know where it's from typically? Space Odyssey 2001 was a film from. Yeah. Then there's just this. It's really shit. That's a terrible film. That's 3 hours I'm not getting back. It's really overrated. Yes. Where there's monkeys at the beginning, it's like, then it really doesn't close the circle of the story quite well. Yeah, it's one of those ones you like. If you're a film fan, you say you like it just to pretend that you know what you're talking about. You're going to need to put your volume either higher or the audio of the fans lower. That's perfect. That's perfect. I'll check on the stream. You're going to need to put your volume either higher or the audio of the fans lower. That's perfect. That's perfect. I need just a minute. actually haven't got your audios, which is I haven't got your audios, which is now
I
I haven't got your audio on the screen now, which doesn't
make
me
me
happy.
Any of your audios, it's only mine, which is now.
I haven't got your audio on the
But there's only my audio, which I don't like now. Why is that not doing it as it was before? But there's only... Yeah, but I did that. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Just trying to...
How to get your headphones to play through your connector. Okay, so really here you need to be talking.
Windows.
I have it set up like this. So what I do is that I go to settings, go to advanced audio properties. All of this is good. Now, I stream on a PS4 and sometimes my PC, and this is what I use to look at it. So a lot of things I see about people asking is, how do I do this? Well, the way you do it is this. So when you have everything...
Try speaking.
All of this is good. Now, I stream on a PS4 and sometimes my PC, and this is what I use to look at it. So a lot of things I see about people asking is, how do I do this? Well, the way you do it is this. So when you have everything set up, so I have my... All of this is good. Now... Webcam, monitor is off. When I have my video capture device, that's my Elgato capture. So any game that I want to stream on my PS4 or my PC, that's going to go. So what's going to happen is that you're going to have this go on monitor and output. And you're going to have that monitor and output because all your audio is going to come from your headphones, but you're going to have your headphones plugged into your PC. Now, monitor and output. You're going to have them all in the now. So just look what happens when I do this. I'm opening up Streamlabs real quick just to show you guys. Come on, Streamlabs. Close that. Okay. I'm going to open up a random game on my computer. Now, this can work for PS4, PC, Xbox, whatever you stream on. It's going to work on. So, if I go back here to OBS, play that same alert, I still hear.
Okay.
So this should be. I think that should be it. I think this should be it now. I don't know. Oh, it doesn't seem like it.
Okay. So this should be. I think that should be it.
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, for fuck's sake. YouTube videos don't fucking help today.
I also just get on with the video. I'm gonna pop up. This setting is usually set to headphones for me at least. But if you want to be able to stream and listen to your alerts and the gameplay, you're gonna want to either switch it to default or digital audio. Some people have digital audio or default. Either or is fine, but that part is really important. So make sure to do that first. What you're gonna want to do next is go to File, go to Settings. As soon as you go to Settings, this little window is gonna pop up, right? When this window pops up, you're gonna want to go to Audio. And this is the part that's really important. Where it says desktop audio, you're going to want to put this either to digital audio, which is what I have now, or default. So once you have this set up, good to go. Next, you're going to want to go to Advanced Monitoring Device and put it on headphones.
Let's try it now.
Let's try it.
To digital audio, which is what I have now, or default. So once you have this set up, good to go. Next, you're going to want to go to Advanced Monitoring Device and put it on headphones.
Let's try it now.
To digital audio, which is what I have now.
Right, I'm just going to watch a YouTube video just to double check whether there's anything I can do.
So once you have this set up,
I swear I'm gonna lose my fucking shivers.
I'm starting to give up on OBS.
I mean, it fucking worked before. It fucking worked.
But it's so inconsistent. Like
It just fucking worked and it's not working anymore.
exactly. That's why I don't like it. I'm starting to actually quit OBS because I just can't be bothered.
I can't fucking believe it. I don't fucking know. Oh.
So what did you do before?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Was it? Hang on, Adam, please. Seb,
Yeah.
was it you were capturing the desktop audio before? Was that what you were trying to do? And then is that what worked before?
Demon.
So let's just go back to how it worked.
Well, I thought it was that way. I didn't change anything. No, I'm not capturing it.
So was it you were changing something before?
Not at all. I didn't change anything.
Right. I've sent you a link on WhatsApp.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
now.
looking at it now.
He's pretty helpful, that guy. Don't worry, mate. If we're not on time, don't worry.
I know,
It's annoying. It was all ready.
Yeah. It wasn't when I mentioned the atmosphere, was it?
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
I don't have a clue. I don't have the slightest clue.
So I'm just editing the page for the stream.
Yeah.
So I'm just editing the page.
Oh, your sound's on. Your sound's on now, Jamie.
What's that?
Your sound's on.
Oh, is it working? All right, let me check the stream. I can hear you. Oh, I can hear you on Zoom like normal, if that helps.
Checking now.
Oh, I can hear you on Zoom like normal, if that helps.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Testing 1 2 1
I think
2
we're very good.
5
very
6
good.
7 8 9 10. Adam and Joe, if you're there,
We're good.
could you
We're good
come
to go.
back?
We're good.
Hello?
Hey, you there?
Checking now.
Yeah, I can hear you on Zoom like normal. That helps.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Testing 1 2 1
I
2
think we're very good.
5 6 7 8. Joe and Adam, keep testing your mics just so Seb can see if on his stream it's clear.
Okay.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1
1 2
2
1 2.
1 2. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. We're all on the Zoom. Na 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 na.
We're
On
good.
the Zoom.
Does it all sound okay, Seb?
Yeah, just check from your side, because now it has to get the game up.
I'm using with my Bet365 stream, Seb. I should pretty much be on the same time as you, like last time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you want me to go public now, lads, with the stream? If you're ready.
Yep, we're ready.
Right. Okay.
There we go.
Three, 2. Right, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sport for our live watch along tonight. It's Friday night football and we've got 2 games going on tonight at 7:30 in just a moment in Germany. We have Borussia Monchengladbach hosting Borussia Dortmund, and that could be a very feisty competition, especially with Dortmund not looking their finest at the moment if you look at their last few games, while Monchengladbach are one of the very few to beat the champions of Europe recently after that emphatic comeback win that we saw 2 weeks ago on YouTube with myself, Jamie and Sebastian True. Hopefully we can see some more drama like that again tonight. And then in quarter of an hour's time at 7:45, we have what could potentially be a cup upset on the cards. That is Chorley FC of the non-league up against the Premier League of Wolverhampton Wanderers. And Joe Stanley and Adam Davis, as you can see at the bottom of our screen, will be watching the game for us. And myself, Jamie Davis and Sebastian True will keep an eye on the latest ongoings in Germany. Lads, how are you feeling? Let's start off with you, Joe. How are you?
I'm not too bad, Jamie. Thank you.
I've noticed you're trying out your new green screen, so please be patient with us, viewers. We hope it's... he's only just recently got it, haven't you?
Yeah, I do know what I'm doing, even though it doesn't look like it. I did to do a TV degree. It's just technology nowadays with the zoom flickering in and out. I think it might be the TV impacted on the background, but I'm not sure.
Adam Davis, you love your non-league. You were with us a few weeks ago when we watched Marine take on Spurs. I mean, hey, we saw a moment when Marine hit the crossbar. Maybe Chorley could do a little bit better and maybe get a goal against the Premier League side.
Well, Chorley are in Chester's League, so I know what Chorley are all about. And I can tell you one thing for sure, Wolves are in for a big, big surprise today. And I think it could be a big upset.
It's funny as well, Adam, because we have Wolves at the moment who aren't actually on the best of form, and there's been a bit of pressure on their manager Nuno. So maybe Chorley are playing them at the same time. Plus, they're at home on a pitch they're used to.
Yeah, and also last time they faced them, they won 3-0 as well.
Oh, so, interesting.
At Victory Park as well, which it almost sets the scene.
Well, I tell you what, Adam, I feel like you believe that Chorley could do it tonight from what you told me before. So what's your scoreline prediction?
My scoreline prediction, I believe they'll get a goal. Wolves, I'll be surprised if they didn't. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Chorley.
Joe, what are you expecting? Because Wolves, as I mentioned, they've got to make sure they got to do it right, haven't they?
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult game. Chorley, obviously, in the lower league football, they know how to play a physical game. So, and with the pitch not being in best of conditions, well, it looks like a very muddy and cloggy surface. It's going to be hard for Wolves to get the ball and zip it about like they'd play in the Premier League on their fast carpet-like pitches. So I think Chorley could get the upset today. And no disrespect to Wolves, because Wolves are a club that I have much respect for, but it would be nice to see a lower league side pull up.
We got a goal!
Be a big upset.
We got a goal. Sorry, Joe. Monchengladbach have already scored. It's only been 50 seconds, but Sebastian, did you see it? I only saw the celebrations.
I have just missed it, but I can see now. I can see now it's my boy Neuhaus.
He has again. He's been absolutely on form recently. Dortmund having a mistake, haven't they, from Bellingham?
So not even 1 minute, and it's Neuhaus is third best goal scorer for Monchengladbach this season, and he's adding to his tally. And usually I said to you, Neuhaus scores a screamer. Well, this one isn't a screamer, is it now?
No, it's a deflection actually on the way in, which of course did not help the Dortmund goalkeeper. But what a tackle it was, and Bellingham out of nowhere.
It's a good finish. It's a very good finish.
I feel like Chorley would put up a better defence against them from the sound of things.
They probably would actually, because Bellingham's had an absolute howler. And I must remind Seb, we must let our viewers know the match clock on the bottom right of our screen when you get the chance, my friend. Of course, the Chorley Wolves game will be on in just a few minutes' time. And
Yeah.
actually, tomorrow we're hoping to do our final whistle show tomorrow, which we'll have Adam on, Joe and Seb. And Adam will be keeping an eye on Cheltenham versus Man City in the FA Cup. And yes, it'll be very interesting times. We've also got Jack Price joining us from, if you legendary followers remember, from back at Callan FM. We did, of course, have our final whistle show every Saturday. Well, they're looking into the VAR with Monchengladbach. I can't see anything wrong with that. Well, it goes from behind
as well. So,
is it going to be disallowed?
a potential foul on Bellingham. It does look like a foul. He shoves into the back of him.
They have been given us fouls, haven't they, before?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be new.
I mean, our friend Joe would probably argue that Salah was fouled at that the other week, but
Yeah, it's been disallowed.
So...
It's been disallowed. So Seb, you poor man, you put the 1-0 on the scoreboard. You thought, it's 1-0, but sadly we'll have to. You were right. You were half right, and then it all changed again.
So yeah.
Actually, Joe, before we talk about the football this evening, I mean, I hate to rub it in, but what happened last night? Burnley, as you mentioned in your match review, it's not a good time to be a Liverpool fan. What were your thoughts on that?
I don't want to talk about it now. No, I don't know. It just seems to be off the pace at the moment. Yeah, we seem to be having. We had a blip last end of February, early March last year, and then we went into lockdown. Obviously, off the back of that, I think it seems to be that we're having the blip that we had that last year, earlier this year, in obviously January as it is now. The players look tired. They look physically and mentally drained.
I want
we
to
missed
talk about Liverpool. It's even I actually went through all the stats today, trying to go through seeing how bad Trent Alexander-Arnold actually was. That's quite harsh, but I had to quantify it all, and just to consider, in the last 3 matches, I took all 2021 in the league. Trent has attempted 41 crosses. He has succeeded 4.
That's poor.
I mean, that's
not good enough.
I mean,
simply not good enough.
Even Robertson's attempted 30. He has succeeded 9. That is, and the best. None of them have attempted double numbers in crosses, except for Shaqiri, who's attempted 10 and succeeded 3. That's just to put it into context a bit. But Trent Alexander tries a lot of crosses and just they're not coming off. And then I also looked into how many times he lost possession in those 3 matches. So Trent has lost a possession in the last 3 Premier League matches 103 times in total. The person who comes second in the Liverpool squad is Andy Robertson with 71, and there's no one even close at third. It's in the 50s, not even Mane with 53. So you can see that Alexander-Arnold just loses the ball a lot. His crosses aren't coming off. And actually, Liverpool don't put a lot of crosses in. They're playing very central. It all seems to look like it has to go through Thiago Alcantara right now. And great passes he does make, but he doesn't seem to be on the same wavelength as his strikers. Because it doesn't... I love the way they all play, but it seems like it's a bit of a mismatch at the moment, the midfield with the attack. And then when you get a mistake from Alisson, or as well Pope, who was probably man of the match. So it doesn't help, does it?
No, it doesn't.
With regards to Liverpool, they had plenty of opportunities in the first half, and Divock Origi was given a chance to try and salvage his Liverpool career.
Your favourite player?
Look, I don't hate any Liverpool player. I'm not the sort of fan who slags a player off or sticks a player, whatever language you want to use to describe it for the sake of it. I'm one of these people that backs a player, and for me, Divock Origi's been living off the fact that he scored in 2 against Barcelona in that semi-final in 2019 and the final. That's what's kept him at Liverpool for the last season, because he's not good enough. He had little impact off the bench when he came off the bench last season, and he started yesterday and he didn't perform, and he wasn't good enough. He had 4 shots which went in the first half that went straight at the goalkeeper, where he said he has that slip from Ben Mee when he's clean through. And like I said in the video, it's like all he has to do is roll it either side of Nick Pope, and Liverpool are 1-0 up. He just absolutely.
I don't even think Ben Mee was really good yesterday. He kept giving the ball away cheaply. He was not the solid one of the defenders. Oh, and now Hoffman has just had a shot that's been well saved.
Yeah, put it either side of the goalkeeper. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to hit it high. Just put it low and roll it around him.
Yeah,
and he absolutely smashes it and it cracks the phone.
I don't
get it.
it's decision making like that makes you think. But is this reeking because we know what happened in the 6th season with Klopp at Dortmund? It's the season where they eventually capitulated. Is this reeking of that a bit, or am I reading too much into it? They're still 4th. It's not that.
I think it's not that stage yet. I think it's just the fact numerous factors have hit Liverpool, injuries. But I know every team has injuries, but obviously it's a condensed schedule. Injuries to key players, like City had last year, they had injuries to their key players. And then, I don't know, just our forward three just seem to have stuttered. And I think, I've said it numerous times on this show, that this is probably the last year we'll see that front three, because I think one of them will end up gone in the summer. And which one? Don't ask me.
Yeah, who will take him? Salah, for instance, at 100 million when the market's not really that open at the moment.
I'm not sure. I know that the club said that they're not looking to sell the player in. They're calm with his contract situation, but they're not going to come out and say we're looking to sell him, because otherwise that just
drives the price down.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I want to make another side note. Last time Monchengladbach beat Dortmund, do you know who was the boss of Dortmund?
Klopp.
It was Klopp. I thought that was a great way to join it all up. It was a 3-1 win for Dortmund, and it was Gundogan who got the goal for Dortmund that day. You had Xhaka playing for Monchengladbach. You had Kagawa, Mkhitaryan, Gundogan, Socrates, all the legends back.
Technically, Liverpool aren't out of the title race yet. People saying Liverpool are out of the title race. They're not out of it yet mathematically, because they're only 6 points behind top spot.
No. I mean, no one is actually mathematically out. Even Sheffield are mathematically still in the title race.
But they're not playing like a team that could go on to win the title this season. That's it at the moment. Whether we can turn it around.
That are coming up, because we know about their away record. It's usually they've been relying on their home record this season, you could say. But the next match is against Tottenham away. Then they have to go away to West Ham, which I don't think would be easy. They get Brighton at home, and the worst part about that is they went away to Brighton, got a draw, and Brighton notoriously terrible at home. They're a lot better away, so they should be playing better at Anfield than at home. Then at home they have Manchester City, and then they have Leicester away. Those are tough fixtures. Those are all tough fixtures, I think. Even Brighton, playing at home against Brighton, I think is a tough fixture.
And we got the derby on it's the 28th of February, I think, off the top of my head. So
it's going to be fun. It's the 20th of February.
20th.
But yeah, close enough. And they've got Leipzig in between, and that's away. And we know that Liverpool's normally, I mean, this has taken over the last few years. Their away record in the Champions League is not great.
No.
So they need to. I think they can't afford to rest players against Manchester United this weekend. I think they have to go full strength and go for the win. Even if they don't want to win the FA Cup, I think they need to really just get their rhythm back, because it's lacking so much right now.
We should want to go with the FA Cup regardless. I know it's not, you don't get as much money as you're doing for winning the Champions League or the Premier League, but I don't know. It's one of those competitions I want to see us win.
Maybe it's the sign of that descent that they had, in 2006 after winning Champions League all's well, and then the last trophy came in the FA Cup final the year after. Maybe it's similar this year. They won something big and then they win an FA Cup and it's
1-0. Monchengladbach 1-0 up. I've just missed it, but it looks as though... Is it going to count this time? Is it going to count this time? The referee's having a word. Well, it looks like Dortmund are going to kick off, so sorry about that, lads, but we've seen another goal from Monchengladbach. Let's have a look. It's from a free kick.
Now, Wolves and Chorley are just about to come out.
My internet is gone.
Oh,
my internet is gone. I cannot
you can't see it. Oh no, it's literally a header in, I think.
I've got nothing. I've got nothing. Oh my god.
I have the lineups for Chorley and Wolves for you. For Chorley, Irwin is in goal.
Adam, I love it how we're talking about a goal and you're just talking about them coming on the pitch. Big difference.
Birch, Halls, and just get it back up. Sorry, just gone down. Birch, Halls, Leather, Baines, and Tonelson in the middle of the park, alongside Newby, Keverley, and Shenton, Cardwell, and Hall. front in a 4-1-3-2 formation, it looks like. And they also have Wolves formation, if you want that one. Ruddy is starting with Kilman, Cody, Boney, Hoover. Sorry about pronunciation of some of these. Dionka, J.O. Montiel, Ait Nui, I don't know, I can't that one. Vietnam, Fabio Silva, and Kreutner. They are playing a 3-4-1-2 formation.
Well,
I like Patrick Kutrina. I've got the goal up now, soon, so I can see it. And now they're
have you seen it yet? They're reviewing it again.
I don't know that they're reviewing it. It looks like it the way they're going about it. But this is bad for Dortmund. I don't know if you saw Dortmund the other day, Jamie, against Leverkusen. It's been reviewed for a possible offside. If this is the kick up the backside that Dortmund need, then
it's been given. It's been given the goal. So yeah, Dortmund 1-0 down.
The referee doesn't look happy to just be there.
He's probably thinking Friday night I should be having a pint.
You've seen him just rolling his shoulders around. He's not happy to be there. I mentioned the other day, I think Graham Potter got a coat for Christmas. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah.
He's been wearing this same coat. Marco Rosa, since about a year and a couple of weeks, has been wearing that same coat. So I'm curious if that's his Christmas present from 2019.
I wonder.
Time it was too warm. He's wearing it like.
I wonder if he's what do you call it? He's probably got loads of the. He's probably sponsored. He probably has replicas. I wouldn't be surprised. I know it was Pep Guardiola had the same coat for a while, during the 2018 season, I think it was. But yeah, he was quite extreme. He only wore a jumper underneath like a thin jacket, and I thought, you're not cold. But
he wore that to hell, didn't he?
He did. He looked pretty cool though. He did look pretty cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Oh, hang on, Dortmund on the front foot here. It's Haaland in the box. He's got a couple in assists there, but well defended. And Haaland lose the ball and Monchengladbach clear it. But has the game got going yet, lads?
Game has just started now. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 seconds in.
10 seconds in. Can Wolves be cut out of the FA Cup? We will see very soon.
I am most positively so.
And if you are watching the stream, feel free to get in touch with us on our live chat page. Let us know your thoughts on the games going on, or any other games that might be going on in Europe or what have you.
So Nico Elvediu scored. Obviously, being in Switzerland, I have to mention that Swiss guy.
Early chance for Chorley, saved by Wolves.
A bit better, Joe, I'd say. Joe, of course, as we mentioned, our live streamer, Joe Stanley, trying out his new green screen. It looks better. It looks a lot better. Still little moments here.
Lighting issues, that's what it is.
It looks like you've got no light whatsoever. You've taken self-confinement to another extreme.
He's in a cave.
It's reflecting my mood from last night.
So, I don't know if you saw, Jamie, against.
Nice little fireworks display in Chorley tonight. They haven't won yet, but
I was going to say, is that the fans? Is that the fans from the Stockport game?
I think the victory is just being there.
Yeah.
Well, it is called Victory Park, so
yeah.
That sounds like calling it too early, doesn't it?
I'll never forget. I think it was The Apprentice, the TV show, when a few years ago they were trying to think of a name for their team, and one of them said Winners, and I'm like, oh God! and then Harry Hill just goes, "What if you don't win?" I mean, my God. Oh, so stupid.
What if you all lose?
Well, at the moment, Monchengladbach 1-0 up against Dortmund, and it's been about 17 minutes now.
Did you see the other night, Jimmy, against
I didn't.
So I had one eye on it. I can't pretend that I wasn't. I can't pretend I was watching it completely. But it almost seemed like Leverkusen had a lot more experience. And Leverkusen's a really young side, so it's not like they should be the experienced ones against Dortmund. But Dortmund looked frustrated and just kept trying to get a goal impatiently. And they got to 1-1, which was credit to them. But then afterwards, Bayer Leverkusen break away in the 80th minute and then get a goal, and you just thought Dortmund weren't going to score again. Leverkusen had their game plan perfectly, which is not their typical game plan. They usually have this high press, and they didn't apply that at Dortmund. They just sat back and invited the pressure and said, you know what, you can keep the ball, but if you're not going to create proper chances, then you're not going to score. And that was almost the case, but they did still win. I thought it was brilliant. And let's not forget, Bayer Leverkusen are in this title race, more so than Dortmund at the moment.
And they're playing Wolfsburg tomorrow, aren't they? Which will be a big game.
We'll cover that one. And also, let's not forget that if Bayer Leverkusen wins tonight, they go ahead of Dortmund. So this, this comeback, because they started the season poorly, their current run of form has managed to put them in position to be fourth if they win tonight.
I think, imagine if they had got the win over Stuttgart as well. That would have been 2 big points.
Last kick of the game, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was such a cruel way to draw, but
Stuttgart dominated that game. They were
they deserved.
They
did deserve something.
I think they're even unlucky. They're having a great season because they've just been promoted, etc. But 10th is how to say it, is badly compensated for their efforts. I think they're a terrific team to watch, and if they continue like this next year without selling players this summer, they will push on for definitely Europa League spots. That I'm certain of, but they might push for Champions League as well, depending on the situation.
What a ball that is. No, corner.
Oh, who to go?
Wolves ball played from Cody in his own half. Ball to the right hand side to Dendonko, who plays it into Catrone, and he swivels, but he's not quick enough on the swivel.
What Wolves have to realise, I think, in this game is with these fancy balls, they're going to get the bubbles and they're going to get the things. They might not run direct to the feet. So if they play it slightly back or slightly forward, they might get it that way, but they're not going to get it direct to the feet. I think that's how they've got to realise these things.
So they announced earlier today, didn't they, Adam, that they're taking 2 weeks break in the National League North?
They are taking a 2 weeks break in the National League North, due to obvious funding issues for some clubs. Obviously, I know Chester is obviously in this predicament as well. Chester were told that they were getting it in form of grants, and as with loads of other clubs, or practically all other clubs in these leagues, relying on it, other than the ones who are privately owned. And obviously don't need to rely on it. They obviously can't afford to carry on. They were told they would carry on getting bursaries, but obviously the government is now in aid on that. Chester said that they would go on with the loan through the league system, which half of the other league, this league. I'm not sure about the league above, but obviously half of the league has said no. So they have to stop the league and obviously reassess the situation. So this could be Chorley's last game for a long time.
It's just a sad state of affairs, really.
It is.
I mean, surely getting a winner. I mean, obviously more money for the club, but as you say, Adam, it gives them an excuse to play more games, I guess, if they can get something out of this.
They want to put everything into this.
Yeah. More money.
If I was a Chorley player, there's nothing to lose at the end of the day. Look them up a bit and let them know you're there. Come on the deck a few times. And
if you disappointed your last game for a while, you don't even try. I mean, so I guess they get it all. No, it's a bit severe the way I phrased that, but there's some meaning to it. If they'll look at this for a long time, considering it's their last game for a little while, and they'll want to have no regrets. Let's just say, in a very cheesy way.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
That's if I share the live stream.
Yeah, at the moment, Chorley's defence has been pretty solid. It's not been tested that much by Wolves. They've denied them space and not allowed them any room around the box.
How's that?
That's fine. Ooh, and Haaland has just got a goal.
Oh, I missed that. Remember, lads, when there's a goal, screen goal. Like it's Soccer Saturday.
And Sancho puts him through, and that's great movement from Haaland.
Oh, that's a good goal. Oh, that's Haaland's natural position as well.
Before we do it, Jamie, we'll be replacing Soccer Saturday because it's gone downhill.
I'm saying again,
It has
it's
gone
another long
downhill.
ball length from Wolves, and they're suffering from the exact same difference. A long, big bounce.
Oh, I missed that. Remember, lads, when there's a goal, screen goal.
Your audio's coming. Asking for a
Audio's
while.
gone wonky.
Oh, yeah, sorry, lads, that's me.
I was thinking that was me.
No, that was me. I'm being stupid.
Jadon Sancho looks like he's going to shoot, pass it through, and Haaland his movement is terrific. That's one thing about Haaland. I noticed that the other day when I think he scored against Leverkusen. And usually balls go across the box, and this is where we criticise someone like Abraham, for instance. I'd criticise him for not getting in the position, for not trying. Haaland is constantly on the move. He's always looking, even if there's a hopeless ball going near the box, he will move around to try and get near it. And that's why he can be a top scorer if he goes to top.
Free kick to Chorley about 35 yards from goal, is it? Say?
I'd say about 32, maybe.
32. Very precise.
35 yards.
35 yards from goal.
Yeah,
It's gonna want to play this into the box. Anthony Taylor, the referee today, not one of my favourite referees, but hey, let's not disparage referees live on TV.
Well, it was a foul, though. Yeah, you got to give it that.
No, I'm not disputing that. Definitely a foul. Ball whipped in, played towards the back stick, headed across goal. Headed out and away by Bolly to the edge of the penalty area, but surely pick up the pieces again. There's a shot from range straight into the gloves of Darren Randolph. Is it Randolph?
It's Ruddy in goal today.
Ruddy, so. Middlesbrough, yes. From a distance, it looked like Darren Randolph, and as I said, it went angle. I was like, no, that's the wrong goalkeeper. John Ruddy. Someone that I thought had retired. I think Norwich knew what they were doing there. Yeah. It's good to see Kiana Hueva getting some games for Wolves. Yeah, the right back side for Liverpool. He's a player that we sold him to Wolves for £10 million. So technically speaking, that's 10 million less for the Jota fee. Which is 35 million, rising to 40 in add-ons.
Oh, what goal for Wolverhampton?
It's
an absolute cracker!
I've not seen it yet.
I think I'm ahead of you.
I think you are ahead of me.
Yeah,
I've just seen it. I've just seen it in the corner of my eyes. It's an absolute beautiful goal.
How dare you be ahead of us?
I'll let you explain it, lads, because that's your game.
I'm watching it on the BT app on the Fire Stick, so there might be a slight delay.
I'm watching it on the BT app on the phone. On my phone. So
what a goal that is! What a goal that is!
Oh, beautiful! Oh,
beautiful.
Well, I did say 2-1. So there's still 2 more to come from Chorley.
From Ruben Vinagre.
Oh, he's saved on the goal.
It was a beautiful, stunning goal.
That's about 35 yards out again. Ruben Vinagre, the fullback, who cuts inside on his right foot, takes the ball on and he just drills a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Right footed.
Always curling away from the
it.
keeper. Always curling away from the keeper.
Unbelievable. Into the top corner of the net.
Monchengladbach have literally just avoided being 2-1 down. A goal line head save.
The keeper got a touch onto the ball, a slight touch onto the ball, but wasn't enough to direct it away from the goal. 1-0 Wolves.
We have messages in the Let's Talk Sport WhatsApp group about an F1 game and a UFC thing. But hey, that's not relevant.
UFC people only like UFC when it's Conor McGregor.
I don't like it. Full stop. I used to know a lad that did it, and
I think it's boring.
I cringe when I see people hitting the other people. Can't watch it.
It's like trying to murder somebody.
Well,
do you know all about that?
In a way, yeah.
I like Adam the sports report saying, UFC is basically just trying to murder someone.
Yeah, it's accurate.
Adam Davis with his controversial opinions.
Just look at the replay of Vinagra's goal here. Just the dip, the swerve on the ball is unreal.
The keeper, to be fair, you look at it, and if he slows it down again, the keeper did manage to get a tip onto the ball. I'm giving him full credit for that, because he managed to get a little touch onto it. So I'm giving him a bit of a credit for that, but it wasn't good to get that.
Ball whipped in by Chorley. It's flicked on. No, he's a take for John Ruddy.
Yeah, you're never going to win a ball like that. If you're going to have a header from there, it's always got to be a header down for a player to run on to. You're never going to do a bullet header in John Ruddy from there. Always going to be the same.
Wolves just passing it about the back. Volley to Cody, to Vinagre.
We've got to remember as well that Chorley were losing against Peterborough.
Haaland has got a second goal.
And got a second added. There's a second goal for Dortmund.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So that's what I was just saying.
That's why I quietened down.
That's a good goal. But Monchengladbach yet again lose it in their half. Sancho gets into the ball. He passes it out to Royce. Royce just stays on side. Royce crosses it back to Sancho, and I'm not sure
Sancho's got 2 assists.
Bellingham gets it to Sancho. They're stopping their camera every time just to see if they're onside, and they're just about onside every time they still haven't. But yeah, Sancho getting back to his best, or getting closer to it.
What is it with German clubs stealing British clubs' best talents?
Not stealing, it's just they're somewhat unwanted by their clubs in England.
Yeah, he wasn't wanted by Man City, was he?
That's the point, yeah.
Sancho, yeah. We paid 25 million for Bellingham from Birmingham City, so
I'm aside number 44.
I just don't get the point in that.
No, we mentioned this in Jamie the other week. It's just silly.
Was he that good at the age he is?
He played one season. And he retired before the first year.
Very strange.
You okay, Jamie?
He can't hear us.
No.
He might be listening to the stream or something on his phone. I'm not sure. He's muted himself.
Sorry, lads. I was just checking our stream and I've muted the crowd noise because it was echoing in the stream.
That's okay. It's easy to hear you without it. We'll
have to figure that out. Anyway.
We're all new to this.
We've had a lot of stuff going on, haven't we, in both games so far?
Yeah.
Chorley 0, Wolves 1, and Monchengladbach were 1-0 up. Now they're 2-1 down to Dortmund.
This is Borussia Dortmund over Monchengladbach.
I mean, I have to say, I think it is deserved, the Wolves going ahead. Chorley have been behind. They've been on the defence. They've been defending well, but they've not been, attacking wise, not been taking the chances, and when they've been getting their chances, not been taking the wiser decisions.
Oh, they're going to have a go. Oh, good move. That's a free kick, surely. Yep, no problem there.
Where's your Monchengladbach shirt, Jamie?
It's to be honest, Joe, I was going to get it ready, but it had quite a few. Let's just say I've never washed it since I bought it. And it does need washing.
That's like 2 years ago, mate.
I know, I got it in 2019.
It's only 1 year. 1 year and a month.
Either way, it doesn't look good, does it?
I've got a Dortmund shirt somewhere. What a chance. Just wide. Just wide of the target from Chorley.
Joe?
Ball's coming into the box and it's headed out to the edge of the penalty area. I can't quite see which player it is who
I think it was Shenton, I think, might have did the volley, was it?
Shenton chests it down, strikes a volley. And it just Tomlinson it is, so that chests it down, strikes a right-footed volley with zip, and it just dips and curves just wide of Wolverhampton Wanderers' goal.
Oh, we've got a goal again. It's Monchengladbach.
Free kick from Monchengladbach, hey?
Hey, well, is he offside? No, I don't know. I think he should be all right. Will they check it?
Can you tell Monchengladbach stop scoring goals, or whoever it is, or Dortmund?
This game's incredible. It's only 32 minutes in.
Can we swap?
Well, it's straight at the goalkeeper. He saved it.
But
I think he might be offside.
The goalkeeper should do better. But
Yeah.
I am the biggest critic of Berkey.
Oh.
So he should do better there. He should really do better. But obviously, this is the derby of Swiss goalkeepers, Berkey and Sommer. It's the Lucien Favre.
Oh, it's a good ball by Chorley. Oh, I lost it.
Lucien Favre.
He's not offside. He's not offside there. He's not offside. He's never offside.
So it's 2-2.
So
Wow.
that's Elvedi
What a
getting the
game.
second goal. Centre back getting a second goal.
Lads, I forgot to update the scores on the title. Now I must do it. Imagine if I had done for every goal, it'd have been a bit of a keyboard fire going on.
Keeping up here.
I know. I'm not doing my bit. I know. I'm an idiot.
Now the people watching it on the live stream will suddenly see 0-0, and then 3-1.
32 minutes, and we've got 4 goals in this game.
And we've got 5 on our stream.
Key
Actually, we've had one disallowed as well.
So we've got 2 players who've got a brace. One is a centre back, one is a striker.
That's mad.
But
Oh,
Elvedi
the
can score
poor
goals
touch
every
there
now and then.
from, who was it? Heavy touch from Routinho, and it goes up for a surely for.
So obviously,
It's
Jamie, I like this
very
match
wet.
as well because there's a very Swiss contingent in there. I mean, if you Monchengladbach love their Swiss players.
Starting to rain now. Chorley will like that. It's wet the pitch. Will,
I've not got the
We'll
stream
do
up,
the
but is
pitch
the
up a
pitch
little
as
bit.
bad as our dear friend Burgoyne said it was?
it's not anymore, but it was at one point.
So
I'd say in the
intense how do I say it, grooming, let's just call it.
It had some intense grooming, yes.
In the middle of the park, it does look like your local playing field.
But it's what Chorley pitch always looks like, so you know.
Reminds me of the local
Like
playing
said,
field I played on as a
Chorley,
kid.
The Algarve of the north.
Good old Chorley. I don't know what this looked like from Chorley, so I'm just going for that. Chorley.
Despite
Chorley?
the effort,
This
it
big
wasn't that
Chorley?
bad, Joe. Something along those lines. Not exactly, but you got the idea.
Sounds daft, but I'm not really 100% sure where Chorley is. I've seen signposts for it before, but
It's,
Dortmund have a corner.
It's Lancashire, isn't it, Chorley?
yeah, Lancashire.
nah.
I went down there for the Chester Chorley away game when they were going up to Leeds. Oh, never
And
again.
Sancho just about overhit his pass to Royce in 16-yard box. That was a good chance. So yeah, it's north of Manchester, Liverpool. If you make a perfect isosceles triangle up north from Manchester and Liverpool, you get Chorley.
Huh.
It
Good to
looks like that. My geometrical explanations are a bit.
And you also get a good whack from the Manchester police when you go down there for no reason.
Yeah, by the looks of it, it looks like it's in Greater Manchester. So
We have a question for Joe and Adam, our spectators for the Wolves game. Rohan Krin is asking if the Wolves goal was any good. He's only just joined.
It was
It
world
was
class, mate.
spectacular. It was absolute spectacular.
Why not explain it to him?
Do you want me to explain it, Ad, or do you want to go for it?
You can explain it, Joe, if you want to go for it.
Well, Vinagre, the left back's got the ball in the left back position. He's driven into midfield. He's about 35 yards from goal, cuts in on his right foot and hits a right-footed shot. And it dips and swerves into the top corner of the net from 35 yards out. Absolutely stunning effort. The goalkeeper did get a little bit of a hand to it. Could have arguably done better, but I think it's just the dip and spin of the ball that's taking it past him. So 35 yards out, wonder goal.
I like the way we say a goalkeeper at that level. From a wonder goal, you're saying, you should probably do better.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to give credit and trying to cover my bases, you know.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Sommer's just been called into action to save from the corner, and now Monchengladbach are breaking. Oof. This is end-to-end, this game.
It's such a shame there's no fans for a game like this one.
If anyone from Sky, BT, or any other television network are looking to hire 4 new pundits, just
Comes
drop
with a
it.
producer as well.
Just drop
We need
in.
one.
If you want to hire one pundit who thinks that Thiago Alcantara is overrated,
Just
drop-
Just drop your details in the comment below. In the comments
I
below.
don't think he's overrated. I think there's a big hype about it that's not really merited.
Best midfielder in the world.
Yeah, question that. I like that he's in UEFA's Team of the Year, and I had a boring day the other day calculating it all, and he's played 44% of the possible games in 2020. Now, let's go further into that. He's played about 36% of the possible minutes in the whole of 2020. So, I don't know, you have to be pretty good in those 36% of the time, not 36% of the time to be the best in the world. I just think that. He was injured near Bayern, at the end of Bayern's title win. He came back for the Champions League and was terrific, no doubt, and has been injured all of this season, basically. I'm not saying it's his fault, but you can't say he's the best when he's been injured. In my
Statman Seb dropping the stats.
Oh, I've come out with about 4 now, and I'm
Free kick to
now.
Wolves.
We've got to thank
35 yards out, same as what Chorley had, just off the side.
For me, it doesn't look like a foul there. Looks nothing in it.
Actually, I've got a question for Ryan. Which team do you support? Let us know, and we can talk about your favourite team. Yeah, it's starting to come down, isn't it?
Just got a dislike, which must mean that that's a Thiago Alcantara fan.
Sorry, guys. I had to do it.
Oops,
Oh.
No, I'm only joking. I didn't dislike our own video.
Oh, was that Brand with the run there?
Oh, Chorley's on a counter.
I am a Thiago Alcantara fan, just for the person who might not be happy.
Sancho! That was a big chance.
You can't.
That was a big chance.
Big chance for Chorley there. On a counter. Really messed that one up. Should have done better, really.
Sancho nearly made it 3-2 for Dortmund.
Look at that in the beginning. Haaland holds the ball up well, and he can basically do everything on the pitch.
Oh, it took a deflection. Is that a corner? No, it's not. I'm sure that took a deflection.
That does look like one. I'm not sure.
To be honest, in real time, it didn't look like it, but from the replay, definitely.
Yeah. But
he's a Blackburn supporter, Rohan, but have family supporting Chorley. Well, Rohan, that's fingers crossed. I think all of us here, our fingers, we're all on side with you, mate. We would love to see Chorley get something from this game tonight. Even if it goes to extra time, that'd be amazing. But Blackburn Rovers, they're actually, I tell you what, that's one of the teams I'd love to see back in the Premier League, if you ask me.
Me auntie supports Blackburn.
I remember you saying, I do remember that, Joe.
Oh, good chance.
Chorley's into the box. Coming across into the box. Header. Cross goal. Oh, went out.
Which team was that, Adam?
Chorley, that's Chorley.
And they're giving them a go then.
They're sustaining the pressure at the moment, though. The ball whipped in, headed out away by Cody.
Blackburn currently have one of the most prolific strikers in the world with Adam Armstrong.
Didn't he used to be at Southampton? Oh, my wrong.
He used to be at Newcastle.
Newcastle, that's the one.
But he's, I haven't checked in the last month, but there was a stat being that he is one of the most prolific strikers. He surpasses expected goals. And this is another talent in the Championship that Newcastle let go.
There could be an injury there.
They've still got Bradley Dack at Blackburn, haven't they, as well?
Who?
Bradley Dack come back from his long injury the other week.
Okay, yeah, possibly. I can't pretend that I've followed that much. Yeah, that looks bad. It's
that looks bad.
You know the Ibrahimovic one where his knee bends in the wrong way.
Yeah, that could be him gone for a while.
Who is it?
That's worrying.
Benzabini, the Borussia Mönchengladbach.
My God, Seb, you said it right.
Yeah.
Oh, Chorley's driving downside.
It's so true. That's
Chorley's
so
looking
true.
for the throw-in. They've got a throw-in by the corner flag.
I was so happy when I learned the name of Kepa Arrizabalaga. I couldn't stop saying it.
Kepa Arrizabalaga.
It's a brilliant name. Whether you like it's a great name.
Chorley's got a great long post specialist, so this would be like a corner kick for Chorley now.
I saw a tweet on Twitter the other day about some delivery driver. I don't know what company he works for, but he got the parcel to deliver, and the address label said Yakubu. Yeah. Sorry. And he thought it was a prank or something, and then he opened the door.
Social distancing, but having a selfie with him.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but he keeps his distance
back
as
by
well,
Chorley.
And Yakubu's like, the thumbs up.
That pass from Royce in the box, Jamie. That's slick, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what they're capable of, Dortmund. And this is where Bayer Leverkusen took advantage of a line that stayed low, organised, and you don't get those passes in, especially with players like Royce and Brandt who are looking for that kind of pass.
I mean, look at Haaland's stats tonight. I mean, okay, he's only had 2 shots, and they've both gone in, which he's just so clinical, isn't he? I mean, that's why he is probably the best striker in the world right now.
I actually think, I'd put him there. I
would
go as far as say he's the best striker in the world.
Yeah,
I'll say it.
What a transfer that is, and he only joined 12 months ago.
So the transfer, if I'm not wrong, in his clause this summer is 100 million. Then it's 80 million next summer. We're talking euros. And I think if you have 100 million this summer, big if, you got to take him. You've got to. For instance, if you're City and you've got 100 million, you take him straight away. If City have Haaland, with the team that they currently have now, they're unstoppable.
Goodbye, Aguero.
Well, that's the case anyway, because his contract is coming to an end. And he's also very injury prone. But if you have Haaland, that's the missing piece for Man City to be a European force. I liked I was looking today and I was thinking I like it when Laporte, Stones, Cancelo and Walker all play together in the back line, because all of them have birthdays between the 27th and the 28th of May.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, two of them share birthdays they share birthdays with each other. This is how bored I was today. I was trying to find a goalkeeper who would fit into that system with the birthday around 27th and 28th of May as well. And the closest I got was Courtois, like the 10th of May, and I was a bit disappointed in my research.
Let's hope there's not any issues with birthday cakes, because we all know what's happened there in the past.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get my birthday cake.
That's the great thing. 27th and 28th of May is the end of the season, and Manchester City can just afford to give all their defenders a birthday cake. One day.
Oh, hang on. Oh, it's just missed. Oh, Monchengladbach.
A lot of pressure passing in this game, right?
I know, but the shot, foot hit the top.
I'll tell you something, Chorley giving a damn good account for himself, considering they're pushing forward, the 9 room, considering we watched Marine the other day, it's much better. I know, well, probably compare Chorley to Marine, because Chorley are on with a much better side, but, you know, considering the 2 games and not going down without a fight, you get what I mean?
Oh, it did. Go on.
So you took that shot, Jamie, my boy Neuhaus.
Yeah, Neuhaus.
To recycle the ball in.
Jamie will know that he's probably one of my favourite players, and there's no real reason as to why.
How long has he been at Monchengladbach for?
I think he's been there for...
at least 3-4 years, at least.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm not even
longer
sure.
than that, actually.
Was he in the youth academy? I think he was. Okay, so looking now, he was at Munich, 1860. And transferred to Monchengladbach in 2017. Okay.
Wow.
1860 Munich.
Yeah. It almost seems like the FC Paris of Munich.
Rohan did respond. He said Blackburn had crashed out to Doncaster Rovers in the cup. Awful game, to be honest, he says.
But it's not.
They are 12th. They are 12th in the table.
They are 12th. And I'm not the biggest championship expert, but isn't the current climax of the championship and Blackburn situation, if they're pushing for the playoffs, it's a good season, isn't it? Or am I completely missing the point? Because since the Yankees have taken over, it's never been the best football. So I don't know. I've watched them every now and then, not too often, but I've been impressed with the way they play.
They still got Tony Mowbray in charge as manager.
Yeah, which I find weird. Is he still manager?
Yeah, he's still manager.
He's been there for a while now as well, which is a surprise.
He's one that I found weird, and I thought even before he came to Blackburn, there was another job that he took, and I thought his time passed even then. So
it was bizarre when he was West Brom manager a few years back.
Well, everyone's been West Brom manager.
I've been West Brom manager.
Yeah, even Adam, which he kept very quiet. There's a foul in the box.
There's a chance. Dendoncker.
So if you look at
played out of the way eventually.
It's a bit more progressive.
Dendoncker is getting it back across goal. Oh, cleared away by Chorley, but it only as far as...
Well, they've certainly woken up Dortmund. It's a foul outside the box, so that'll be a free kick.
But Jamie, have you noticed that in this game, how many passes have gone sideways? It's all just forward. It's all just forward.
But that's the better football for me. Direct football.
This is the Gega press, and
here we go. Chorley on the counter.
Yeah, Chorley's now on the counter. You can find that ball down the flank. You can find it. You can get it. No, we're going back.
I mean, Jamie, just tell me, What is that pass? What is that tackle? Sorry, is it Elvedi who does the tackle?
I'm not sure. I'm not
What
sure.
happened there? He just almost falls to the ground. Looks like he's trying to get a foul, and then just swings it across Royce. I know there wasn't much contact, but it's not like you have to move to make the contact there. He's just asking to give away a free kick when he's doing that.
I mean, Sancho and Bellingham with Holland have been so good so far in this first half. 4 minutes of added time.
Bellingham, I mean, considering that he made the error early on, has managed to control the game, bringing it forward, getting it to Sancho, and then Sancho brings it into that final third like he can do.
Yeah.
Considering that, as we mentioned, he made that error early on that could have cost him the goal.
Sorry, Seb. There was a cross in there.
It's a good way for a 17-year-old to get back on his feet, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He's the starter now, which is...
But he looks older, doesn't he? You know, as a footballer, he just looks a lot more experienced. He just looks... Yeah.
Wolves saw that out for a corner kick to Wolves.
I didn't have any doubt over... Bellingham doing well at Dortmund. I mean, I know it's early days still, but it just felt like the right move for him.
The big boys are up from the back for Wolves.
Yeah. See, what I don't get is everybody's saying, "Oh, why don't you hurry up? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that?" When you're only winning by one. Well, even if you're winning, like, you're not gonna rush, are you?
No.
To get the game going.
No.
So you can't moan at a team for not rushing when they're winning.
It's cleared out of the way. The corner is from danger, but it's whoever to flank to Moutinho plays it low. Ball called out and cleared out of the way by Chorley out for Wolverhampton Wanderers throw in on the halfway line.
Wolverhampton Rovers? Who's Wolverhampton Rovers, Joe?
They'll make a Phoenix club called Wolverhampton Rovers.
And Joe will be chairman.
I actually want to bring up that point, the one you made, what is it, yesterday, about Rangers, being relegated to the third tier. And I didn't know the whole backstory to it, but then when you mentioned that they basically closed one section of their club to open another, and that's what penalised them and got them relegated to the third division, it does sound tedious, doesn't it? It's like, you can't liquidate me, I'll close first. That sort of situation.
It's one of those situations where they got points deducted for being, going into administration like you do. That always happens to clubs. They get their points deduction, and then they were in the threat of liquidation. I think his name was it Dave White or Charles White who owned them. I'm trying to remember his name off the top of my head. Anyway, the bloke that owned them, he was in financial debt. He was riddled with debt. The club was riddled with debt. In the end, they were struggled to find a new buyer. In the end, they did find a new buyer, and they created a new company.
Sound like you're saying Dubai, like
a new buyer. And they created a new company underneath Rangers and transferred the club's assets across, so the club couldn't go out of business, basically. But then there's
that still doesn't sound 100% legitimate.
Oh dear.
It's all legal, apparently.
Just outside the box for Wolves, yellow card, Chorley.
Is also legal.
But Tomlinson picks up the booking.
I don't know, but so they closed down and liquidated the old company, and then had the new company set up. So the club still survives. It's still the same football club. It's not the same situation as with. Sorry for mentioning this, Adam Chester, when they went bankrupt in 2010 and they had to start as a whole new club again.
Mm-hmm. So we got a response from Rohan saying, for Rovers, we just look like a mid-table side at the moment. The football we're playing, we don't look like we're moving out anytime soon. I couldn't say, possibly I can't pretend that I watched them, but I've watched 2 or 3 matches, not much, but I've been impressed with them when I have seen them. Maybe that's just the coincidence. And as I mentioned before, the Venkies, it's almost been that downward trajectory since they came in. I'm not sure if that's solely their fault. I'd be intrigued to know.
The free kick from Wolves comes to nothing.
Free kick from Wolves came from nothing.
So as we can see,
jinx, double jinx.
We're at
half time. Yep, 2-all.
And
Alvedi getting both goals for Monchengladbach, and Holland for Dortmund.
Yes, so he's never had a season where he scored more than 2 goals. And
really?
Yeah, so
it's a good start.
A season we're talking league, because he's only played for Monchengladbach and for Zurich. But I remember in the Champions League recently he scored an important one. I think it was against Shakhtar, and then So every time I watch them adamantly, they scores apparently. So I don't know. But he's been important. He's a really good player. I like him. I also decided to go on, James.
I was just saying, I've just seen on the Wolves game that there's a cardboard cutout of the singer Adele in the stands with a Chorley hat on and scarf and everything. It's nearly as good as the Jurgen Klopp cardboard cutout that we saw at Marine a couple of weeks ago. Just
Is
want
it
to put that
raining
in
over there, fellas? I haven't got the match. So maybe you want to set
Chorley,
in rain.
Yeah, maybe she will. Maybe she will.
There we go.
Maybe she's saying hello from the other side.
Oh, no. That one I'm having a bit more difficulty with.
I can't.
If you roll down in the mud, you'd just be rolling into the deep, right?
I'm trying to think off the top of my head of a clever one, but I can't, so I'm just not gonna bother.
I've used my whole weaponry of Adele songs there.
I can't think of any more.
Lads, I'll be right back because it's half time at the Monchengladbach game. I must head to the toilet, so carry on without me.
Hey, we could have had it all, couldn't we?
You know, Jamie, you could have just switched off your camera and it'd be fine.
He's gone.
Oh no. The it's changed the position on the stream. Oh god damn it. You have to change everyone's writing around.
We can now diss Jamie.
Jamie, could you do the great favour?
Again? Yeah, no, I'll move, but I won't mute my screen.
Yeah, because everyone who's currently watching the live stream.
I'm half green screen. Look, I'm half green screen. Look at that.
Everyone currently watching the stream will see that the names have just changed around because I'm flailing trying to make sure that the names correspond with the videos because you've just changed it around.
Well, before it was saying that I was Adam and Adam was me, and I did drop a message before saying that the names are wrong.
No, they weren't.
It looked like it was when I watched it.
On the Zoom, you two are the only ones that have swapped position because I prepared this beforehand. So
no worries.
I had to change it round. I should just put Davis under them. That way that you've got a 50-50
Chorley have a free kick.
Right.
Launched in.
For anyone that is looking at our stream today, I'm going to be cheeky and ask you to please hit that subscribe button.
Yeah. Please.
We're on 291 subscribers ahead of play today, but we would love to get to 300 at some point soon.
And we'd never be able to live it up to Jack if he got three during his live stream and we got none.
Oh yeah, if we can get more subscribers during this stream than any other time,
getting more than us.
There is currently 2 Wolves players on the deck after 2 tackles from Chorley players. That first one, there looked nothing much in it. On Nate Norrie, that looked nothing much in it.
That did. It came.
The second one looked a bit more feisty.
A lot of Nate Norrie. I like the player. I think he's so exciting to see on the ball.
And then the second challenge was a bit more feisty.
I think the first one, there's more in the first one than there was in the second one, to be honest. Then the second one, he got the ball. First one, there's more of a.
BT have got a lot of games next week.
Yeah, well, to be honest, that's better for me. I've got BT, I haven't got Sky, so thank God for that.
I'm lucky that.
Wondering how you two deal with all this. I just get all the games.
I get mugged off by having to pay for both Sky and BT. But to be fair, you get BT because I've got BT internet. It's in with a daily thing.
I pay £24 a week. I'm converting it from my rate. I pay £24 a month. Sorry, I get all Serie A, Bundesliga, Liga, most of the Liga, Premier League games.
Tomlinson went down, tried to get a free kick, but it wasn't coming from the referee. And Wolves got on the press and the counter. But that was nowhere near the ball needed. Keeper picked it up with Chorley, and Chorley will go out again on the attack.
So I'm just going to take a quick look at the stats, obviously. How are Chorley dealing?
Well, possession-wise, 82% of the possession is with Wolves. Yeah. So it's not too great on the possession.
I mean, but how many divisions down? This is it's not the same as Marine, but it's not far away. I mean, Chorley are close to Marine than
Chorley are closer to Marine than they are to Wolves.
Well, yeah, that we can
suss out.
Yes,
but they're not. Marine are another, I believe, 3 divisions below Chorley. 3 to 4
Okay.
divisions below Chorley.
Okay.
What's going on?
So yeah, but I don't know why I think that 20% possession for a team like that is credible. I think it is. I think if they manage to get on the ball,
Go on. Oh no.
it's not that bad.
The chance, stopped as soon as it looked like it was going to
See,
open
with
up.
Chorley, they are a team that will soak up pressure and they will try and just let you play and run yourself down, and then they'll out-muscle you towards the end. They've got muscular players everywhere.
So they're a physical side.
They're very physical side, very, very physical.
It's
When
time to
Chester
get
played them,
physical,
we were on top
physical.
for
Time
the
to
first
get
half
physical.
and a
Chorley.
good while through the second half, and then towards the end of the second half, we were just dying
Now
there.
I'm trying to figure out my green screen again.
Bet you Jamie
I've
was
got to
wondering
move
what the heck was going on when he joined that call and heard me instead going physical, physical,
it.
Chorley.
You can do whatever you like, just do it outside the stream.
Let's get
I like that Jamie has to
physical.
take down his green
Do whatever
screen
we
to
like.
pass to go to the toilet. It's just
Do whatever you like if you want to get physical, but it has to be outside the stream.
No, swearing is not a problem, but that sort of content.
the
is too
sexual
far.
side. Too far. We've had a response from Rohan, and he says, for Rovers, we just like a mid-table side at the moment. The football we're playing, we don't look like we are moving out anytime soon. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Rohan. It doesn't. I think you're probably right, but I've always said this about Blackburn as a United fan.
That
You
sounds
know,
like rubbing salt into the wound from the get.
No. Oh, hang on. No.
Well, as
I'm
in-
a Man U fan. I get it. I get how it really sucks. Yeah.
I love it how me and Adam switch squares on the stream.
That's because
Now you're in the bottom square.
You made this problem, Jamie.
But I put it back
Some of
on.
our
I'm
viewers have seen you
confused.
editing the name tags during the whole thing, just seeing names flail across the screen.
But I put it back on. For you.
Oh dear, boys, what are you doing?
Hey, it was
But,
just Jamie's fault.
But I do apologise. I feel like the President George Bush. I did touch that person. Anyway, but yeah.
Do you mean Donald Trump?
I think you're floating a lot of misinformation there.
Yeah, wasn't it? What's his name? I forgot his name now.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah, it was Clinton that had the Secretary of it, wasn't he?
Yes,
Yeah.
but this
Him, her, and others. There was a few more apparently.
Yeah.
That's speculation, Jamie. There's nothing proven. That's never been taken to any sort of.
I want it to
higher
be
court,
right.
So that's speculation.
Welcome to Let's Talk Sport, not Let's Talk
To
Politics.
me,
here
I
on
think-
YouTube.
to me.
I think it's also brilliant that because it's a felony. I think a felony to have. I don't know if it's a felony or what other sort of crime. It's some sort of crime to have sex in the Oval Office. It's bad
We are
as sin.
now in
Oh, really?
time.
Yeah, that's why he got
A
impeached.
bit too far.
But this is why Bill Clinton said he didn't think that act, which was, I won't do it, but it was she put something in her mouth. He said
Pack of crisps.
yeah, a pack of crisps. He didn't see
Salami.
that- He didn't see that as a sexual act. He didn't see that as sex. So that's when he said, "I did not have sexual relations." with that woman."
Oh, and Wolves nearly added a second goal there with a shot from Cortone
I like
from
Cortone.
outside the box.
Half time, 1-0 Wolves.
And half-time, 1-0 Wolves.
I think he's been unfortunate at Wolves. Well, I say I like Crotone. He went back to Fiorentina and had 16 games without scoring a goal. So I don't know how good he can become.
We have a new subscriber. Thank you very much. So
Thank
we're
you,
now
Johan.
on to 292.
I'm just taking a guess there.
If it is, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
To jump back onto
Thank you very much to everyone.
Jump back onto the president thing. I think Donald Trump deserves more respect because he's got the record for the most
Isn't
impeachments.
this would be Let's Talk Sport, not Let's Talk Politics.
He's like Jose Mourinho. He's going to come into a press conference.
Make a new one
I
called
saw
Let's
Paddy
Talk.
Powell share something. And it was a picture of Trump, and they put it on Mourinho's head. It was like, respect, 2 times.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
that was good, that one.
More than
I have more
any
impeachments than all of you. I could imagine him doing that actually in a press conference. Yeah, but Donald, that's a bad thing. No. I broke. I set all the records. I set all the records for impeachments.
At the trophies.
Is it? Could he
That
still
Joe
be?
Biden can now get as many impeachments as I have in his 4 years.
Joe, we need to get your haircut sorted and get you tanned, and let's get a White House background for you.
Joe has just been inaugurated into the White House.
Yeah, good
But what were
point,
you going to say,
mate.
Jamie? Can
I forgot now.
Anyway, while half time is on, I am going to.
I think you? Do you know what I think you were going to ask?
Go on.
I think you were going to ask, can he run for president? Oh,
Yeah,
no,
can
Adam,
he
Adam,
can
oh,
go.
No,
if
Adam, you've. Oh, good God.
What's he done?
No, it's too
No,
late.
Adam, don't turn off your camera. Don't turn off your camera.
I've got to change around names again.
Oh dear.
This is a learning curve, viewers. This is a learning curve. We're
Jamie,
using a new software.
Are you drinking a Heineken or something?
A Heineken 0%.
Because your bottle's fading into the green screen.
I know.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I love
That's
it.
so weird.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's amazing.
To be honest, lads, I had to take my jacket off. I had a green jacket on. I had to take that off before doing this because
what
I was.
Are you drinking, Jamie? Invisible beer, actually. Yeah, invisible.
So you're going for Dutch beer, Jamie?
I don't live in England.
No.
Yeah, I do.
What British beer do you consume? Let's just answer that.
British beer, I don't know.
This is
I just drink
half-time
whatever's
talk
in
with
front of
Let's
me.
Talk Sport.
Yeah, it is. Why not?
Screw the half-time analysis. It's what you drink.
What's the beer and what did Bill Clinton really do in the Oval Office? But yeah, I'm drinking my Swiss beer, just so everyone knows, and I can't see it with the green screen. It's not working. There, Feldflossen.
I'll have to get you one, Seb. I might have to give you my spare one that comes in the post because I accidentally ordered 2.
I'll get myself one. Don't worry about that. I can't remember what you were going to say. I think Donald Trump, can he run for president if he's been impeached twice? Is that what you were going to say?
No. Sorry. When is it? If you've only had one term, can you actually try and go for your second term
yes,
again?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could that happen? Do you think he would?
It could. There's a big problem with Donald Trump is as he lost a lot of the Republican base, this whole White House thing is going to play on his reputation no matter what. Even if Trump will avoid any sort of blame, which anyone would, this still hangs heavy over him. One thing for sure is that in 2024, I don't know whether Trump will run because he will be of a certain age that he'd be a bit old by that time. Mike Pence and Ted Cruz will both run, and that's, I mean, I don't want to get political in this channel because this is not what we do, but that's a dangerous future if that was to ever happen. And that's why Joe Biden, it's important that, I'm not the biggest fan of Joe Biden, but I'd much take him over Donald Trump. That's where he's got to prove that the Democratic Party is the way forward to avoid people like Ted Cruz and Mike Pence, people who genuinely believe that electrocuting homosexuals is the way forward. So, yeah, to get out of politics and that parentheses.
I tell you what, let's forget about the politics because the Monchengladbach Dortmund game is about to come back on. Here we go. And, interesting game so far, isn't it, Seb?
It is. I as I mentioned to you before, what was great about this game is how many sideways passes did you see?
I know, yeah.
It's forward.
No, you're absolutely right.
Are taking risks with. It looks like the Dortmund are applying this higher press. That's where they got their 2 goals from. They pressed Monchengladbach in their own half, and then they got the ball back. Whereas Monchengladbach, one thing that they can do is pass through defences. We saw that against Bayern Munich. We mentioned it the other week. Is that pass they master it almost, and it's hard to deal with. It happened here against Dortmund, not that much, but sometimes to make it dangerous to them. I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen in the second half. And honestly, as I mentioned to you before as well, or I think I mentioned to you, this game, so the last time Monchengladbach won this game was 2015. The last time this fixture ended in a draw was 2013. So the stats say that it's unlikely this is going to end in a draw.
Okay. So at the moment, I don't think there was any substitutions made from when I looked at the kickoff for the second half.
No, it looks like no substitution. And Ben Sabini is still on the pitch. So we mentioned it being a really horrible injury, but he's still standing. And obviously,
I'm still standing.
Obviously, Panzer Play is still following. So 2 goals from Elvedi, 2 goals from Haaland, 2 assists from Sancho. It seems like that this is what Bundesliga is. You follow the patterns that work and you just persist with it.
Can I just correct myself? I thought it was Vinagre who scored, but it's actually Fatinia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting, lads? While I'm watching the Monchengladbach Dortmund game and I've got the Chorley game and Wolves game on in the background on my Bet365 streams, you know what's really funny? All the data coming through these games are my colleagues. Pretty cool, eh?
So Jamie, moonlighting on his other channel, decides that he's going to completely slash his colleagues who pay his wages.
I tell you what, Robbie Savage, the one thing that's annoying me today on this is all he keeps talking about is Wrexham every 5 minutes. We get that you're from Wrexham, mate.
Yeah.
He keeps going, well, I support a non-league club called Wrexham, and I...
To give a bit of context, we have a strong link with Wrexham, don't we? Just to give...
Well...
Jamie studied there and has met Robbie Savage, haven't you?
Yeah, I interviewed him. About 6 years ago now.
It's one of those things where I'd have to have a timer and see how long it took him to burst out into laughter of some sort for some obscure reason.
Good question. I can't remember, but he was a good lad. I'll say this now. He's genuine.
He also takes the banter between Chester and Wrexham.
Yeah, I like it.
I think as well what I like about him was what he's done for Macclesfield. He saved the club. Him and a partner saved the club, and that's what I like about Robbie Savage. Even though he's a pundit on Europa League football, Premier League, and all that, he really loves the underdog side. He talks about the team that aren't expected to win more, while the other pundits will talk about the usual United, Liverpool ahead of a game. And hang on a minute, Seb. It's chipped in. Come on. He's going to cross it. Come on. It's in. Monchengladbach 3-2 up. And just after his knee moment as well, Enzo has done it.
My favourite guy, Benzabini, I think he's a bit... I'm not too convinced by him, but yeah.
No.
I'm a bit behind. I haven't seen the goal yet, but I'll get there.
Jamie
Davis leads Sebastian True on the stream as well. It's incredible scenes.
Jamie...
Oh, he did.
He did. It's a great goal.
Isn't he left
What a game.
How dare he try that on his right foot?
Look at that. Completely left him behind the Dortmund defender.
How dare he try that on his right foot? That's not.
That's some recovery. Did he nutmeg one of them as well?
I don't know. No, he didn't. But that's terrific.
I've been looking at the stats on the Chorley Wolves game, and even though Chorley have had less possession than Wolves, Chorley have had more shots than Wolves.
The Magpies.
Yeah.
Adam, can you see my beer?
No, I can't. It's like one of those lizards with a chameleon.
So lots criticised on that goal. I mean, I don't know why Brandt is the covering defender in that situation, but he is, and he completely throws himself in. That just offers Ben Sweeney the cut in that he gets. Tight angle, and he might swerve it just into the far bottom corner. So, considering the whole match, technically Dortmund conceded in the second minute, but the goal was disallowed. They've conceded now within 5 minutes of the second half. It's almost like, wake up a bit. You can't stay asleep for the first 10 minutes and then expect to win games. That's not going to work. I mean, even against Bayer Leverkusen, they conceded in the 14th minute. They're conceding early goals now, which is worrying. It means it's a complete lack of concentration. And despite there being bad results under Lucien Favre, at least they wouldn't concede in the second or third minute. There was at least a certain level of concentration. Now there isn't. Which I think this is worrying for Dortmund. I really think this is worrying. I mentioned to you lot as soon as Lucien Favre was sacked, I put on the group. The squad's got a lot of potential. There's no denying that. But if you don't even get into the top 4, what's it worth? What's it worth, that potential? Because you lose out in the Champions League, they'll have to sell their best players. And do they get back the next year with growing German sides? I'm not sure. So, 4th spot for Borussia Dortmund is a minimum. And if there's a point where they're 6 points behind 4th spot, I think they'll have to act quickly.
I think as well, Dortmund, they're fighting for top 4 in my eyes at the moment. Which, because Dortmund normally are second, aren't they? Most seasons at the moment. So they haven't won the league since what, 2013, 14 was it?
Well, it was Clark, wasn't it? It was Clark.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember what year. Was it 2014 or
2012 would have been probably the last time, I think. I think it was 2010, 11, and 11, 12, I believe.
Yeah. I think you're right, Joe. Yeah. But I don't know. I do worry.
I don't. Because Monchengladbach are in the lead here at 3-2.
Because
Come on, Dortmund.
Dortmund need top 4.
Yeah.
They can't expect to keep Sancho if they're not top 4.
Or Haaland.
Well, Haaland I think will go anyway.
Do you think he'll go this summer? Or is that too soon? There's a counter-attack coming on here, Seb. Oh, it's going to come through. It could be 4. Oh, he's just missed the post. Oh, Bellingham, I think he did his job there, in all fairness to him. The Monchengladbach player is actually wondering. It's Hoffman, actually, I think. Is it Hoffman?
Been great recently. He has been.
He's been awesome.
I'm a bit disappointed though that the Monchengladbach goal has broken the rhythm of this. I mean, it's not Elved who scored the goal, so.
I think it might. Bellingham had something to do with that, and I think that's why he missed.
Did he touch it? Yeah.
I don't know.
He definitely puts the pressure on. The pressure is there.
He did. If it wasn't for Bellingham, that might have been.
Yeah, but if you know how Alassane Player is as a player, he might have missed that anyway. I mean, that's the big problem with Monchengladbach. They're not exactly all prolific players. I tried looking at their stats today, or the Bundesliga stats just generally, and none of them come out. Even when you say most tackles, most most interceptions, most things like that. In the top 10 of the players in the Bundesliga, Borussia Mönchengladbach players don't appear in those top lists. So that's when you can say statistically that it is a collective effort.
I'm just looking at the stats at the moment. So Mönchengladbach have 5 on target, while Dortmund have 4, and off target Dortmund have 6, while Mönchengladbach only have the 3. But I mean, fair play. I mean, it's
so between the Swiss goalkeepers, Sommer is doing one save better.
And he's smaller.
And I think we saw that with one of the shots early in the first half where he pushed it over the bar from a corner, Matt Hummel's header. Sommer, I love the goalkeeper. I think he's terrific, and I think he's very underrated. But I mentioned this, so I think it was on a stream as well, that he's probably too small for the Premier League.
I've noticed as well that Adam and Joe, it looks like your game at Chorley is about to come back.
Chorley and Wolves is about to get underway here now. Just all setting out and all getting out on the pitch.
Any substitutions, do you reckon, or?
I do not know. I have looked on the.
Adele looks excited in the stands, I'm telling you.
No, she looks absolutely ecstatic. she is singing her heart out, isn't she?
Surely is the team. That's
there's no subs according to the BBC website. So as far as we know,
there has been one change. The manager has changed his little zippy jacket for a big puffy coat. So
a little zippy jacket for a big puffy coat.
Oh, what a ball down the middle there! Oh.
And we are now into the second half. We go.
Seb,
and it's live.
Seb, do you
at Victory Park?
Well, I'd be worried if it's not live. Seb,
and it's a replay.
Seb, when you see the Mönchengladbach goal just then, though, could it have been stopped by the keeper?
No,
I feel like he hesitated.
No. I think there's so much going on in the penalty area where you've got many players here, and it even looks like
we cannot hear Seb.
Oh, Seb's on mute.
Sorry, I'm on mute. Yeah. No, I don't. I think he's the last person to blame in that. Firstly, letting someone in the 16-yard box shoot is bad enough. I think Brandt is the first to be blamed because he throws himself, well, like a winger into that tackle. I'm curious where the right back is. Where is he? Let's be honest. Where is he in that build-up?
I can actually see Adele in the stands. If I actually look hard enough.
Is there a link here with this Adele thing? Because I think does she come from Chorley? I don't think she
I'll-
does.
I'll-
No, I think she's a London girl, I think.
I'm sure she's London, yeah.
I thought she was from London as well, but it seems like this Adele theme is coming up too much to ignore now.
I mean,
It's a chance. Oh, the header just saved.
Oh,
What a chance that is for Chorley.
yeah.
What a
Brilliant
chance.
chance, Chorley. Great chance
So,
there
come on,
for
back to the second half, shall we say? Is that what
I
they're
believe that's
saying?
is that Hall?
Yeah.
Yeah, great chance from Hall there.
What an effort that is. Ball whipped in and a flick header by Hall. And it's
Yeah,
going
Connor
straight in,
Hall.
but Ruddy comes across and makes the save and pulls it into his body.
Really? What a
It was
really
Ruddy
cool
ridiculous. So,
Adele is from Tottenham originally.
yeah, she's a Spurs fan, isn't she?
No connection whatsoever.
Yeah.
Maybe. Wait, and she should have been in the Marine game. Oh, I don't know anymore.
I wonder if she actually paid for a seat. You know, when people get cardboard cutouts at the moment. She wasn't one of those, was she?
In the trolley game.
Yeah.
Or someone's got the wrong Adele.
Yeah.
I miss those days of cutout seats.
I know, why have they gone? I mean, like,
I think
I
it's too
thought...
much effort, and it's also you limit the amount of people that actually work in the stadium, because when you do that sort of thing, I guess you hire extra staff to put them in, don't you? And that's the kind of thing that needs to be reduced right now, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think the bigger clubs normally have the community department.
Well, Chester has we had loads like cutout seats.
Yeah, but you have that just so it seems like the stadium's full when the fans are allowed in there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was a cheap
well,
one.
that is true. When we weren't there, we had like the Queen and all that lot.
How many,
Even though the Queen didn't buy the seats, we had the Queen.
as soon as she buys it, that becomes a throne.
It is royalty. That crown's now royalty.
They should put a plaque on the seats in the Queen sat here. Well, a cardboard cutout.
What is it? You know, when a barber ate at a restaurant in America and
Seb, just let you know, on the video stream at the moment, I could see a bit of my box having Joe behind me.
Ooh,
Oh, sorry.
Oh, God.
that is a position I do not want to be in.
Oh, a free kick for Chorley.
Talking sexual again.
Let's talk sex.
Balls into the box. Header foot. Oh, goes behind.
Go on.
Lewis
He's played in. He's in. It's cleared out the way.
Tackle, one back by Chorley. Play through. Oh, one back by Wolves, and Wolves will wait.
I must just be about 5-10 seconds ahead of Adam.
You
are about 5 or 10 seconds ahead of me, I know that.
Wrecked my whole organisation. Currently, Jamie is in the Joe box. Adam is in the Jamie box. And,
I'm confused, though. I'm confused, Seb. Did you not just do a new window capture for each of us?
Yeah, but it changes.
That's what I did.
Oh, a new one. A new one. No, I've kept the same ones as before.
No, that's where you're going wrong. I did 4 layers. You do 4 window capture layers and one dedicated to each one. Is that what you did? Oh.
Yeah, but you can't change your position, so that's changed where you are.
Like an ogre.
Well, we've learned. Well,
Jamie.
We've definitely learned that we have to mute our mics, but not turn our cameras off when we disappear.
Like an ogre, you've got layers.
Let's talk technology.
Yeah, that is a new channel starting from yesterday after the stress we all had.
And let's talk politics. LTP,
Yeah.
let's talk politics.
LTP just sounds like a burger from a fast food restaurant.
I'll take an LTP and a medium fries and a Diet Coke.
Exactly. I'm loving it.
Whilst you're at it, I'll have that one of those flurry things.
Almost like in a blasphemic way, just put that on a burger like our logo. You can shoot us in
Surely a break-in.
He's in. He's through. He's gone down. Is that a penalty? No. Referee says no.
I know they're not the greatest side in there.
I thought it definitely wasn't a penalty.
He's gone down.
He's gone down. He's gone down. It must have been a penalty.
They don't dive in non-league football.
Do we not find it? I'm looking at Royce now, and Royce is slowly getting to a higher level than he was for the past 2 years. But isn't it a shame that we never saw him leave Borussia Dortmund? Sorry.
No.
Do you know
Unless it was to Liverpool.
Oh, Joe. The objectivity is reeking in the air.
Without all jokes aside, I don't know. He's a legend at Dortmund, but I suppose it would have been interesting to see how he would fare in the likes of the Premier League or Serie A, something like that.
I'd love to see it, because if we're talking about at one point his corners and free kicks, they were not a lot better than him, and he has an eye for the through ball, and I'd have loved to see that in England. I'd have thought, I don't know. He did have his injury problems, yes, but I'd have loved to have seen it. Yeah, so it's we're starting to see some sideways passes, Jamie. I'm worried.
Yeah,
that's all I saw
we
last
want
night.
direct again.
That's all I saw last night, lads. So it'd been nothing new to me.
All I've seen for the past
I'd
20
say after last
years.
night, Nick Pope was probably the man of the match, so that says something, doesn't it?
He was class.
He is.
He deserves the England number one.
Yeah, but this is nothing to do with how Pickford is playing or not. It's just that Pope is performing so well that he merits a number one spot. Just forgetting Pickford.
Pickford only gets the spot because of his footwork. That's the only reason why he gets it.
No, he is a weirdly enough sometimes a really good shot stopper.
He's got T-Rex arms.
Yeah, no, but he is a good shot stopper for the size of his arms. He can. The most spectacular saves this season, I'm certain it's Jordan Pickford who's pulled them off.
Oh. So there was nearly a chance for Wolves, and the ball was picked in. The goalkeeper comes out and punches the ball away. But
so Dortmund have a free kick. And it looks like it could be dangerous if you've got Sancho delivering it in.
I thought that the goalkeeper had been clattered by the forward then, but no, he got up straight away, so it's all good.
It's Rafael Guerreiro who's putting the free kick in, I think. And
did it hit the ball?
Oh no, it's a Monchengladbach player.
He's a good player, Rafael Guerreiro.
Back by Chorley. Chorley's now on the break.
I just don't understand if he's better.
Looking for the overlap on the far side.
Oh, it's just over the bar.
That's
I say just, yeah.
I don't get it with Rafael Guerreiro though. He's one of those players who, to me, seems like a jack of all trades but master of none. But he does, one of those typical ones where you think he's good in so many positions, but which is his best? I don't know if he's actually really world class in any position. Well, Rafael Guerreiro is not world class. Let's get that clear. Yeah.
Forgive me for saying this, but it reminds me a bit of Jan Arne.
Oh, why?
He was decent, but he wasn't world class, and he could play on the wing, and he could play. Obviously left back predominantly, but
I saw Jan Arne as a defensive midfielder because Guerreiro took that role up sometimes during his career, and I see what you mean. Yeah, he could. It seems like every time he could be better.
Yeah,
but he still does the job.
And he scored that own goal.
I don't think he's got as powerful.
No, they're fine. They're fine.
He's not got a powerful shot like Jan Arne.
No. Hey, here come Monchengladbach again.
Now, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Because he's coming back from a suspension.
It's a corner for Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Clear back inside.
So Thuram has just been
goes out from
corner after having spat on a player during the Hoffenheim game.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. It wasn't because
how many games was he banned for?
5.
To be honest, I'm surprised it wasn't more.
It should have been more. That was the game that Ryan Sessegnon scored in. Just to.
Oh yeah, he's at Hoffenheim, isn't he?
Yeah, and Hoffenheim are doing terribly because I'm not too sure what's going on. I think
Ryan Sessegnon.
no, Ryan Sessegnon still, without doubt, is a player with great potential.
I used to think that.
Do you remember
we've all seen that it's not easy to break through as a left back at Spurs or a left midfielder, and Bale even struggled.
Do you remember Stefan Sessegnon back in the day?
That's different. That's completely different. Not having that comparison.
No. It's not a comparison. I'm just saying. Do you remember him? Same last name.
The Sunderland legend.
Sunderland and West Brom, I think, wasn't it?
There was other clubs for sure, but I just remember him going to Sunderland. And it was almost like, yeah, we know now we're going down.
He scored in the derby, didn't he, against Newcastle?
Yeah, but
I remember when
Wolves
had success against Newcastle in the derby, didn't they?
Di Canio as their manager was so funny. It was like his second game in charge, wasn't it, or something? And he wins 3-1. Gus Poyet.
Yeah, the memories of that. when everyone thought that Colback was actually quite good. Wait, was it Sunderland and Newcastle, was he?
Yeah.
Was it both?
We'll see a bit out of it in this half. Not seem to be with it. Chorley seems to be a bit on top at the moment. Hopefully they can capitalise and grab a goal quickly and get back into the game.
Up the Chorley.
Can they get a goal though? That's what I want to know.
Well, there's been a few chances. It's just taking the chances. That's the problem at the moment with Chorley. They can create the chances all they want, but you've just got to finish them.
Mm-hmm.
Wolves have got the play in the middle of the Chorley half now. They're spreading it across to the right hand side. Dendoncker to Keanu Hueva, who's forward. Back inside to Dendoncker. He flicks it in to Fabio Silva, but it's blocked and cleared out over the halfway line. Volley. And play resumes in Wolverhampton Wanderers' possession.
I was going to mention that I think everyone keeps talking about Wolves' recent run of form, how it's been bad. But this is not because of Raul Jimenez. If everyone keeps saying it's because of Raul Jimenez, then they're strongly mistaken because they keep conceding goals now. I think they've conceded the first goal in the last 10 games or something like that, excluding today's game. They're terrible at the back. Cody is just, since that Liverpool game, has been on a different planet. I don't know what's happened to his form, but it's dropped off a cliff. Bolly, I think, was injured and is struggling to get back. That's fine. But against West Brom, for instance, they concede 2 penalties, Cody and Bolly. So everyone keeps saying that Raul Jimenez is sorely missed. And yes, he is. But this is not why Wolves are now losing games, because Wolves never won games 4-3. These goals that they're starting to concede now is because they're so frail at the back. And Moutinho and Neves just aren't doing it in front of the defence either. Just my
Portugal FC. Portugal FC.
And they're good
Especially with
players.
that away kit.
That was genius marketing from Wolves and Adidas there.
Something tells me Nuno was involved in that.
I don't mind that. At least they embrace it in some capacity.
But I mean, I don't know if they did for sure. It might just be that they like the colour. I don't know.
There are a lot of people who are Portuguese here in Switzerland, and I can say that I've seen more Portuguese people with Wolves kits on now, and so the marketing is perfect. Yeah,
new fan base.
People love
Absolutely.
it. People love it.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what a lot of football is now, marketing, and that's why you buy your Neymars to sell the shirts.
Just a shame, Dortmund don't have the Jordan F1 team. That was a yellow-black car. They could have used them as their marketing.
I'm going to just bow out this conversation.
just Google F1 Jordan yellow and black car. It reminds me of Dortmund.
It's like a bumblebee.
I remember when they just had the black and gold one, didn't they?
I'm actually going to use that analogy now. Dortmund are like a bumblebee. They score, but obviously when you sting...
With a sting.
They die straight after it. And that really sums up Dortmund.
Well, Marco Reus is coming off.
Straight after they die.
A nice throw in there from Chorley.
Marco Reus is coming off, who missed that penalty last week against Mainz.
Yeah, that was a terrible penalty, wasn't it?
I couldn't believe it. I thought they were sure going to win the game.
Can't Chorley get anything out of this corner.
I'll say this now. I think Reyna's been one of Dortmund's best players this season, and I'm really disappointed that he's not got the game time recently. I know
First corner of the game for Chorley, this one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That penalty area is so muddy.
Just remember, lads, if it's a draw after full time, it's extra time.
That means
the stream would be longer.
Dun, dun, dun.
And it's headed into the net, but the referee is already blown.
Have to make a template for ET.
It was headed in by Cardwell, but the referee's already blown for a foul. He wants the corner taken again, so he'd already blown before it was whipped in.
Sure.
Just imagine if the goal goes in the net now.
I'm sure a flash score will sort you out. So
it will be pandemonium.
Oh, yeah.
Pandemonium.
So, obviously, now we've got Embolo coming on and Wolf. Embolo obviously continues.
Oh, what a chance.
Great chance. Oh, great save there by the keeper. Surely that was a save. That was a save from Ruddy.
It was a save by Ruddy. Adam. That is correct. It's a ball whipped in and it's headed on by Halls, the centre-back. And it's just tipped over the bar by John Ruddy. So close for an equaliser there for Chorley. The pressure is mounting.
I've just seen...
Can the Magpies beat the Wolves?
I've just
Doesn't
seen,
quite work.
Try again.
Come on, Jamie, Joe, we'll give it a third time.
Can the Magpies peck at the Wolves?
That referee does not want to be there, Jamie.
No, he looks like he's ready for a pie.
Yeah, oh well, that's a bit harsh. Have you seen
Magpie?
shoes on the ground afterwards?
Yeah, I was just about to say. That was literally what I was about to say.
Yeah, he's not happy, is he?
No.
It's hard to argue when you're the one missing chances and passes. They're playing a high line, Dortmund, and well, this is not new. There's nothing new about it, but they've been caught out recently, and I don't think against Borussia Monchengladbach you want to play that high line. And Bola's quick, Hoffman's quick. This could hurt.
Yeah, another Swiss player there, Mbolo.
That's what I just mentioned before. Yeah, we've got a lot of them on show here tonight. Hummels looks like he's hurt.
He's getting on now.
He got caught.
Hummels is actually not as old as you'd think. He's only 32. He's only just turned 32.
The way they were discussing him on the TV the other day, it sounded like he was 36.
So the Swiss players on show tonight are Elvedi, you've got Jan Sommer, you've got Zakaria, and Bola's come onto the pitch. You've also got Akanji on Dortmund's side. You've got Berkey on Dortmund's side as well. And, well, they're not going to change goalkeepers now, the Swiss, because, I mean, that's stupid, but Hitz is on the bench. So all three national goalkeepers are in the stadium tonight.
Nuno, that was not very sanitary in a COVID environment, wiping your nose on your glove.
Yeah, COVID.
Don't give the glove to anyone.
Connor Cody has just
snapped. That's got to be a book in that.
He's just snapped all the Chorley players as Connor Cody.
Cody there's got to be booked for that. Got a late.
And it is a yellow.
As I mentioned just before, Cody's been woeful recently.
He swung at the ball, completely missed it, and took out the Chorley man. Cardwell, I think it is. Cardwell, sorry. Yeah. Cardwell.
Oh my God, that missed pass from Brandt. It just sums up Dortmund, doesn't it? It
really does.
I mean, Cody's got to be careful now. He's on rocky ground. Any misplaced tackles or anything, and he could be off.
Oh, I thought Cody was lucky the other week, and sorry, excuse me. He got taken off against West Brom. I thought he could have got a booking there. He conceded the penalty, and it almost looked surprised that he got substituted, but he was absolutely terrible. I think he's been running.
He'll get substituted again today. You know, it wouldn't surprise me.
Since that Liverpool match,
he dived.
He's been absolutely he dived, and he was probably the worst player on the pitch for Wolves that night.
Didn't he make the error for the first goal or something?
I think so. I can't remember. But Wolves rolled the red carpet for Liverpool to win that night.
Yeah. I was thinking
too many teams have at Anfield. I think of Leicester as well when they went to Anfield with the best away record. Just rolled out the red carpet for Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I was a bit disappointed. That's why I like Burnley tonight, staying compact and organised and really bringing the game to them. Well, not bringing the game to them. Making them work for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good save from Sommer there.
Quarter of an hour to go.
It's a good save, isn't it? Or it's a good attack. This is Dortmund getting into the positions quicker. That's what they need to do. They need to get into the box quicker. When teams lay back and let Dortmund play, Dortmund don't have any sort of acceleration to get into the box.
No. You know Traore is coming on for Wolves.
And Neves and Neto. I think, is it Neto?
Oh, so he's really putting them out there now, isn't he?
Yeah, putting them out there. He really
wants to make sure.
Dangerous lead, a 1-0 lead, hey?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But Dortmund are really upping the pace now, aren't they? Oh, that's an unfortunate miss.
You can tell Monchengladbach are trying to counter, aren't they?
They know it'll work. You absorb the pressure from Dortmund, it's going to counteract any energy that they put into their attacks.
Free kick, Chorley. Well, that's the penalty area.
But they can't be reckless. Like that shot that they gave away from, I think it was Guerrero who shot on goal. That was poor judgment from the defenders.
Yeah.
But luckily, Sommer can get anything that's not a headed shot. As soon as it's a headed shot, Sommer struggles. It's weird. You can see the worldie when it's from far out and
can Chorley do it? Shot. Can they get an equaliser from this free kick? They need a good ball into the box. it's a good ball into the mixer, but it's an easy take for John Ruddy.
Still can't get over that, John Ruddy.
How old is he now?
He must be 35, I'm going to guess.
I'll have a quick look for you, lads.
He's pushing about 36, wouldn't he? 36, 37.
John
He played
Ruddy
for
is
Chester City.
34.
Ah, so close. So close.
24th of the 10th, 1986.
He played for Everton, didn't he?
While doing
Very, very, very young.
Yeah, he played for Everton.
And then he went to Chester on loan, then he went to Shrewsbury.
Really? Because it's not mentioned here.
He went to Wrexham as well.
Went to Wrexham as well, yeah.
Oh, yes, it is
Gone
mentioned.
round. He's done everything in the Northwest, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's done Cambridge to Everton.
Who's
Been
this?
on loan to Walsall, John Ruddy, Walsall, Rushden and
Crew
Diamond,
Alex.
Crew, Rushden, Chester, Stockport, Wrexham,
The slag of the Northwest.
Bristol City, Crew,
Oh, wait, that's a bit down
Motherwell,
south now. It's not
Norwich.
more.
Norwich, and now he's at Wolves.
Yeah, it's a bit south for his liking, I guess.
He's been Everton multiple times, according to this.
Oh, it's 4 Monchengladbach, and it's Thuram as well with the header.
He probably needed
4
that.
goals to 2.
Unbelievable
I'm
scenes.
surprised.
Oh, Dortmund, I think they're going to lose. 13 minutes to go, and they need 2 goals now to get anything from this game.
Yeah,
Well, it was a
not
great
lose that
corner
spot.
ball.
It comes a
It's
bit.
a great
It's a
header.
great header, isn't it? But
Yeah.
Dortmund playing. I think they're playing zone.
It comes a triple substitution for Wolves now.
You know,
Emery Chan had no
if
chance.
I were to ram then, I'd have spat for the celebration
spit at the goalkeeper.
at the camera or something. You know.
Oh, could you imagine?
Oh,
He'd have probably
During
got that.
COVID times as well, Seb.
How are Dortmund marking that corner? I actually see at the end of it, Brandt is marking Akanji and Bellingham, but no Monchengladbach players.
how are they marking the corner? They're getting a big poles for a flag.
I'm just
and they
looking
went,
at it now. And they break away the Monchengladbach players, and Brandt is holding on to Bellingham and Akanji. So they're not defending the corner anymore.
Timio, Dama Traore, look like he's absolutely knackered already.
Moutinho, Cutrone,
Because he doesn't go to the gym.
Infinity
Adam.
has come up. There's a
Jimmy,
bit of
those
a
scores got
bit of,
updated on the YouTube.
I already made a
Oh,
foul
Oh,
when
yes,
he's
good
come on.
point.
and there's a bit of afters between Traore and the bench. Chorley bench there.
I could see Traore getting literally angry at a piece of wood that is the bench. You made me
He's
mean,
coming
yeah,
late
that-
there.
that
He's
was a
nowhere near
foul.
the ball. Nowhere near the ball.
Very, and it,
Should
to
be getting a
honest,
booking.
Yeah, it is a booking.
Who, Traore?
Traore, yeah.
Yeah.
He's having a go at the Chorley manager who just looks at him and laughs in his face, Sam Allardyce style.
Who was it against?
Is it Mailer? Was it Mailer? David Mailer? Was it? Oh no, Chico.
No, Chico, that's one. The ponytail. The Swansea player at that time.
Do you remember Tony Pulis's laugh?
I remember Tony Pulis stealing money from Crystal Palace. Wow, speculation again. I retract my statement.
Surely had a free kick about 25 yards out. Kilman with the foul.
Oh, was that a free kick for Dortmund?
And it's a foul.
I guess.
That should be a free kick for
Is it a foul?
Monchengladbach.
Yeah, it's a
shouldn't it?
foul,
Why
lads.
is it- Why is it a free kick for
On
Dortmund? I'm confused. As you said, Seb, this referee just can't be bothered.
I'm not too sure.
Is it shoot?
I
No,
think
it's not a
Wolf's
shootable
initial
range, is
tackle.
it?
It's Wolf's initial.
You know
division
what?
of the ball.
I'd have a dig.
You'd have a dig from like 35 yards out.
Yeah, you're looking to lose. You're 1-0 down. It's coming up to the 70th minute. Have a dig.
Yeah, why not?
So
This is the FA Cup after all.
Just to put a bit of context there, Jamie. Hummels gets tackled by Wolf or should, and then then Hummels tries tackling in on Kramer. So there are 2 fouls, but there's one first, which is the one on Hummels.
The one that's for okay.
Yeah, the shoulder barge. It's a bit of a weak one.
It's a weak
As-
one,
as
but
French
like
commentators
if there's
have-
but if
go on.
there's 2 fouls in that, I would just carry on. You know what I mean? Just
No,
both bad as each other,
that's
carry
not
on.
how- That's not how it works.
It's Chorley corner.
It's too soft
To
foot.
cancel out your
Corner
foul,
kick,
just,
yeah.
just proceed with
I thought for me that might have come off a
but
Wolves
like,
player, to
there
be
was
honest.
nothing in it.
They, shoulder player, but that's,
shoulder barge needs to be in football, and for some reason you can't anymore.
As French commentators would say, in England that would not be given a foul. They always say it, and it gets annoying.
Oh,
as well.
I don't know.
England,
Our English referees are pretty blind.
In England, that wouldn't be a foul. Well, the English game is known to be physical, but the referees give these decisions a lot easier than we think.
Physical.
Not this again. Not these hints towards Joe, Adam.
Twice in a row.
Adam, I don't feel that way about you.
Oh, you've heard it here live on Let's Talk Sport. We'll have to get Jerry Springer on to sort this out. Oh, it's a corner for Dortmund. They've got 8
like
minutes.
A Leipzig shirt and just get 69 and just written on top of the name. No.
All I'm saying is.
Funny enough as well, 69 is my favourite number.
Mine's number 9, but let's not go there.
I'm the guy who always has the number 4 shirt, so I'm not going to say anything. I always ask for number 10, and then he just says, you're a centre-back.
What date is your birthday?
Me.
Is it 4th?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. I hoped it was. Hang on a minute. It could be 5. No. Oh, saved it.
Because I'm a centre-back.
Oh,
I like number 4.
Great block there by. Well, I'm not going to say it's a great block. It wasn't really a good shot. So,
what would be your
block?
He was onside as well.
What would be your shirt number, lads? And drop it in the comments below if you to viewers. What would be your shirt numbers as well if you were a professional player?
Yeah, why? I remember I played with a left back and he kept asking for number 11 because it was his birthday. And I was like, "You're a left back. You're not getting the number 11."
Just a bugbear with Santos at Arsenal. Santos.
Yeah, I did number 11.
I was just like,
who was that Everton striker? I can't remember his name. Who had number 2?
Kone. Everyone Kone.
Yes,
Kone, that was so random. But was he number 2 at other clubs? I can't remember.
Wigan as well. And Gian with number 3.
He wasn't
number 3.
2 at Wigan. He wasn't number 2 at Wigan.
Wasn't he? I thought he was.
No, I don't think he was.
Oh, nice turn there.
It's like Fabinho in midfield as number 3. I find weird.
Yeah, it's a strange one.
Gallas number 10 at Arsenal.
Push Wolves take on counter. 1v2. Will it go through?
So Zakaria's come off, which I'm surprised he held this long onto this long in the match.
Ooh, goes back.
I mean, Seb, if Monchengladbach can hold on to this, what a couple of weeks they've had.
Yes.
I mean, if they got that Stuttgart win, as well. And,
but even so, they've gone up against the 2 top teams in Germany. Let's just say that in brackets.
I'm beating them,
and handsomely. This is a convincing victory. You don't just get 4 goals against Dortmund by pure luck, do you?
No.
Lads, can you send some of the goals our way?
Still 1-0 at Chorley. Hang on,
Hang
on, there could be another goal here. Oh, no.
They deserve a goal, Chorley.
I'm still happy.
You're still watching, Rowan. Please drop a comment and a couple of questions because the game's a bit boring, mate.
It's a bit boring, mate.
Come on, Chorley, we need an equaliser. They've got 1/4 hour left at Chorley.
Chorley should be level by now. They should be.
They should be level by now. I love the expectancy of a non-league team against a Premier League side.
Outside of that quality, they should be doing better.
No, it's just the fact that in this game, watching them against this Premiership team, they're massively on top. But I know it's not stats-wise, not massively on top, but overall, in the second half, they have been at least level term. Nice right there.
Just please.
I'm going to put a complaint into the FA after this. A written complaint if they don't.
What, that Chorley should have won?
Yeah.
You'll probably never get a response, but good luck. If we do get a response, we'll share it on our channel. It'll probably be an automatic one. Thanks for contacting us, Adam. Goodbye.
You get a letter with the words F and off on it.
Yeah, they always put stars, don't they? And then you wonder, what does that word mean? Flip? Flip off? I'd love to know what that actually is.
Whatever vowel you want in there.
No, a second. There's a police van outside the Victory Park now.
Is there?
Wow.
I wonder if there are fans out there.
A police fan? Isn't he about 30 years too late?
Yeah, they're going to arrest
that pun alone that I made.
Adele.
What you mean? Yeah. Okay.
About the
in a way.
police?
Fine. Yeah, it stings. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. I can do better.
I
It
will
was on-
save that clip and
it's
have
on
dirt
the-
on you.
It's on the hill outside the ground, so they must be watching through the windows because the lights are on the
Well,
vehicle as well.
did you see the Marine fans outside the ground for the Spurs
Yeah.
game? I mean, it was manic, and obviously there was no social distancing.
Okay, now Ben Sabini's really done his knee, hasn't he?
I know, yeah, he's literally. I mean, he didn't need to do that.
He didn't need
He
to
did.
do
He did that as well early on in the second half, where he kept the ball. He tried to keep the ball in, didn't he, for throwing, and then he literally.
But that was when you know your knee's not in the greatest of shape, and you're winning 4-2, 86th minute. Just don't go for it. It's in their half. Akanji was only going to put out a play by the looks of it.
Well, he's had a word with the manager now, and he's getting a pat on the back, Ben Zabaini.
Oh, nice little.
What a win this will be for Monchengladbach.
Yeah.
Come on, Chorley.
Wait. Oh, it's Teach coming off the.
Come on, Chorley.
I was a bit. I don't know why he was playing. I didn't see what he added to the game. Teach. What is it? Teach. I guess it's that. He's French, isn't he? No, he's Spanish. Sorry, he's Spanish.
Get the nationality right, mate. Come on.
Sorry if I don't know a player who's barely played in the league or barely played professional football. Yeah, he's Spanish.
Yeah, fair, I've never heard of him, so.
Yeah, he's played 5 games for Dortmund this season. He played 5 last season. Whoa. Mathieu Jean Moret Balta.
I put my ears falling out then, and I realised my earbud was in.
Oh, Adam. Oh, Adam.
Oh God, what's going on?
Oh, had to be corner from Dortmund, no good. Oh, was that a free kick for Monchengladbach?
You see,
under 2 minutes
you
to
see,
go.
Reina, who brings a lot to the game there, he has a drive in the way he plays that's important to Dortmund. Not like Royce.
Royce, baby. Dum, diddy dum dum. Yes, contact me for more football and music puns as we get them.
Hashtag. What would the hashtag be?
We're scared of seeing the empty comments.
We're scared of seeing him.
And
We
Hashtag
now have
awkward silences.
293 subscribers. Thank you very much. That's another subscriber. We're aiming for 300. That's
thank you again,
so we
Rohan.
get 7 more soon. Rohan has got a new account.
How many are now? 195, is it?
Come on. 293, Joe.
293.
And Kramer just gets a yellow card. Oh no.
You said that it was 3 subscribers. We were on 191 at the start. 291, sorry, at the start of the night.
We were, yes. We've got 2 more. We also got one during the Chelsea-Leicester game the other night.
No, you got multiple. You got about 3.
All right.
Oh, and that was a bad pass from Mbolo. I don't think Mbolo is a good football player.
We've got 2 matches on. We haven't got more than 3.
When you said 2 matches, I thought you were going to talk about something else.
What else would I be
He's
talking
been
about?
swiping right this Adam, hasn't he? Okay, so that's the third time we've talked about any sort of sexual reference on this show tonight. So thank you. Good
We
night.
must get a tally. Yeah, we've hit the 3 strikes. It's been a pleasure.
That's why we're getting the subscribe. That's why we're getting the subscriptions. We're just changing the topic a little bit, just something fresh.
People subscribe tonight just to hear Bill Clinton content, right? They
Welcome
to
to
know the end of the story, why he was impeached, really, and why he denied it.
Welcome to LTD. Let's talk dating.
4 minutes of added time.
Well, the Let's Talk network.
You want to get those swipe rights, don't you?
Don't listen to
Subscribe for more dating advice.
Or dated advice.
Well, just ignore the fact that I'm currently single and giving out dating advice.
Don't worry, it's just like Britain.
Isn't Jamie the only one who actually? I think actually will actually not disclose anybody's.
What are you saying, ads?
No.
You're saying, is it only you and Jamie that are in relationships?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Is Jamie?
Yeah.
What's that?
I'm learning news there.
What was that?
Adam outed you about being in a relationship.
Adam, what? I missed that.
Adam outed the fact that you're in a relationship, apparently.
I thought everyone knew that.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, you knew that.
I didn't, Jamie, and I can tell you that what you were swiping last week did not relate.
Oh shit! Was it your profile, Seb?
Is this something we're gonna have to edit out, or is she watching?
No, that's all right.
She's a Brentford fan as well, isn't she?
Wow. Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Anyway, enough about that.
I listen.
Let's watch the
I
game.
listen.
Let's watch the game.
I'll shut up now.
On Let's Talk Dating this week.
Well, you see, our Let's Talk brand could be really big. Let's Talk Ginger.
Putting another noun at the end, or-
You could have. You've got LTS, Let's Talk Sport. You've got LTD, Let's Talk Dating. LTB, Let's Talk Baking.
And we not
Let's
got
talk
LTT,
baking.
Let's talk politics.
I've actually
Come
got
on.
LTB.
I've got Mary Berry to help us out with that. The Let's Talk Baking. She's gonna do it for free by simply window capturing her shows on iPlayer.
When you said window capture, I started having nightmares, Jamie.
Oh no. We still need to figure out how this software works.
I think we're getting there.
We're getting there. I've just listened it back to my phone, the stream, and it sounds okay. So I think we've done a good job.
We could do
Seb, in all fairness.
I tried making sure that the audios were at a similar volume.
We could do LTV. LTF, sorry, LTF.
No,
Let's talk film.
Let's talk film.
LTV already sounded brilliant, just in the sense that it's TV and LTV.
Haha. Let's talk vision.
Let's talk about.
Welcome to the LTV.
Well held off there by Chorley to stop Wolves from getting a corner.
Is your match interesting?
I feel like Adam and Joe are really bored. So I've heard nothing about the game.
Basically, it's all been stopped in the middle of the park, and then Wolves tried to get a bit of a call, tried to make a bit of an opportunity there, but Chorley managed to hold off the Wolves packet.
Miller is going to come on for Chorley now. He looked very interested in what the manager was saying, and his knee is strapped up with tiger print tape, a bit of skin coloured tape, and a bit of blue tape. That's top level Michael Owen analysis there.
Tiger print.
Say it how it is, Joe. Yes, say it how it is.
Michael Owen is also the pundit that says the team that scores the most goals wins, which
I'll never forget.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Honestly,
each game has 90 minutes in it.
I mean, he's not wrong, is he? I mean, safe punditry.
The game goes to penalties.
We talk about that Embolo chance, Jamie, that he just didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't even bring it to make a chance out of it, did he?
He looked half-assed, didn't he?
I remember you. I don't know who was mentioning that they won in the WhatsApp group with the fellas. And they talked about signing Embolo. Well, he's just wasteful. He's just really wasteful with chances.
Full time at Monchengladbach. So it's ended 4-2 against Dortmund, and we'll talk more about that game in just a bit, as we'll keep an eye on Chorley now with 5 minutes to go. Chorley 0, Wolves 1. There's still a chance for Chorley. There's still a bit of time, hopefully.
Still a bit of time, yes. I mean,
Seb, while the game's quiet, your thoughts on that one?
Is Makalai, or is it Makalai?
Makalai,
number 17, Makalai.
Okay, I'm turning off of the shirt and putting your face on it. Makalai.
Makalai, is it Makalai?
Makalai. Malakkai.
Who's this for?
Chorley.
But Chorley, number 17, did you say?
Number 17.
That's Garrett.
No, it's not.
It says Garrett on my team sheet.
Not on my team sheet for the BBC.
We got Mackenzie, Miller.
I'm going to mention this, Jamie.
He's on the subs bench.
He's getting two assists tonight in the second half.
Aye.
Number 17.
Yeah, pretty much the similar game as the Bayern Munich.
This guy Neuhaus. We talk about maybe Thuram going to big clubs. We talk about different other players. No one talks about Florian Neuhaus enough. I think
it's because you've got rights on him to stay
lad
there.
I was talking about then. He is a big lad, and he played against Chester, and he absolutely bullied us when he came on. And he's super quick. So I don't know why he's not come on.
Is it me, lads? Or would Wolves be a little bit concerned that they only won 1-0 tonight if it stays like this?
I think they would be very concerned. Very, very
Because they
concerned.
have put some strong plays on in the second half.
Yeah, if I was the manager, I would be going ballistic at the end of the match.
Yeah.
At 8-0, he's gone down under a challenge from Birch, and Birch picks up a booking in the middle of the park. Both seem to just go up for the ball. Let's have a look at the replay. They've both gone up for the ball and it just clatters into one another.
Yeah, I think it's 50-50, two for one, half dozen the other. And Birch put his hands up, but I think it was more to protect the space more than it was to go at the player.
Yeah. Go either way, that. Number 3, was it Chorley making another substitution? Hartley Smith coming on. And it's Connor Hall that's come off with Chorley and Smith coming on. Oh, Adam is off.
So what was the second biggest nationality in that game tonight, Jamie, except for Germans?
Switzerland.
It was.
Switzerland.
So,
we have the flag that's stolen off the first aid box.
So where was Haaland in the second half?
In Norway.
Yeah, he might as well have been. No,
but did Sancho have much going on?
No, but Sancho went more central in the second half, and I'm not sure that really suited him. I'd have preferred him more out wide.
I always forget the name of the current manager there at Dortmund, but is he even going to be able to do the rest of the half? Carries on?
Turcic. No, this can't continue. This can't go on. Because it's the bad parts of Lucien Favre adding in with an inexperienced manager.
Yeah.
Even if you look at the game against Leverkusen, silly mistakes, it seems like they're not even coached properly now, which is worrying. I don't like to say that someone deserves to be fired or whatever, but he has no credentials to...
That sums it up the second half.
It's too much of a big risk, isn't it?
It doesn't make sense. Either you stay with the principles of Lucien Favre, if you've got a plan B that... Because Lucien Favre's contract was going to come to an end this June anyway. So who's winning by them paying his contract off and then getting in an inexperienced manager?
Yeah.
Who has not proven anything and is now proving that he's following Lucien Favre's regime but with more errors.
Go on, Seb.
We also mentioned the other day when we saw the game against Mainz, why did he take off Jude Bellingham? Why did he take off Bellingham? Because we thought that he was running that midfield. It seemed like that if any chance was going to come, it was going to come from him. But he takes him off. And then Dortmund in possession, almost like tonight at some point, start to stagnate. And it doesn't make sense, the management decision. And even I wouldn't have taken off Royce. I'd have taken off Brandt earlier than Royce. Well, Brandt didn't come off at all, but I'd have taken off Brandt, not Royce. I thought Royce did. He wasn't great, no, but he did still get chances at certain points and create opportunities. But it wasn't Royce that was the guy that was supposed to take off. It was probably Brandt, in my opinion.
And so, yeah, much of that, but we'll check the table in just a bit. But back with this game, it's now on to around 90 minutes. Chorley 0, Wolves 1.
So we've got a comment saying, how has William Tomlinson, number 12, been for Chorley? He's a former Blackburn player who came on against Man United in the FA Cup a couple of seasons ago.
I thought he's done okay. I thought he's done okay. Yeah, he's been at the centre of things for Chorley and he's created a few opportunities for the forwards, but sadly those opportunities haven't been taken.
So a bit lacking bit of conviction at the end of their attacks. Is that what it is?
Yeah, they lack a bit of venom up front.
Because who's their forwards right now?
Right now,
what system are they playing? What system are Chorley playing?
They were playing a 4-1-3-2 at the start of play. It looks like they haven't really deviated from that. And he's still got Cardwell up front, and he's taken Hall off and put on Smith.
Okay. I mean, I suppose he's stopping himself from getting another booking, hasn't he? Because Hall won a booking, so it makes sense.
According to my stats, Adam, it's Cardwell, Birch, and Tomlinson with the bookings.
Yeah, but you don't want to be getting like one man sent off and leave himself exposed.
Yeah, but Hall hasn't got the booking. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, right. I thought Hall did then.
No, it's Cardwell who's got the booking.
According to my stats, anyway, that I've got in front of me. But anyway.
3 minutes of added time. I think Chorley are going to run out of chances.
Who we're gonna put a plaque up for in our offices.
Or big massive offices here in the tower block.
The name will be up on the next video. Just Rohan.
I've noticed.
Adam,
this is the last non-league team in the FA Cup, isn't it?
It is.
Unfortunately, we'll say goodbye.
Well,
I'm not saying goodbye. I'm going to mention up every single FA Cup match to the end.
It's not over until it's over, right?
It's not over till it's over.
You know what, lads? I think we should send Rohan each a signed photo.
Signed photo.
It might not be worth much now, but
I
could be in the
want
future.
Sebs, it would stink.
Of Swiss cheese.
Sorry, what's that supposed to mean?
Big fat ugly ogre. Onions, layers. Come on, you need to sort out your layers.
Sorry, the guy who's got a green screen. Oh.
Willie Bolly has been given man of the match.
It's a beautiful green screen.
Man of the match, for me.
He's been given to Willie Bolly. I was a bit surprised.
I wouldn't have given it to any of the Wolves players.
Tomlinson for me.
Tomlinson for me as well, yeah.
Is that just because it got mentioned in the chat?
Yeah.
No.
It seems too
for me,
convenient.
Either Tomlinson or Paul. Tomlinson, Paul, or possibly.
In the last 30 seconds, lads. There's 8 Norrie cuts inside and it's blocked and cleared out.
They got one more chance. Come on,
Who's the
Charlie.
Well, it's in Wolves' possession, so it doesn't look like it at the moment.
If you look at the shots on goal, Wolves have had one. Chorley have had 5.
Is it going to be a corner? No, he's giving the goal kick to Chorley.
No, that was at half time. That was.
With 10 seconds remaining.
I'm looking at it now. In the second half, they've had Chorley have had 2 shots on target.
And the full time whistle will be getting shortly.
And it's over.
Yeah, it's over. Full time whistle has gone. The fairy tale ends for Chorley. As the Magpies are devoured by the Wolves.
I have to say, they do better than that. I feel cool. I really do. I really do.
Yep. So Chorley 0, Wolves 1 at full time, and Joe and Adam. Look, they went out by just the 1 goal, so I think they'll be proud to at least look at it and think, well, at least we weren't battered. At least we fought for it to try and get into the 5th round. But it was always going to be difficult, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was an impossible task from the get-go, to be honest. I thought, well, I was hoping for a 2-1 win. Obviously, you're going to expect that.
You weren't far off, except for the 2 goals missing from Chorley.
Yeah. It's just the fact that it just needed to find the net, didn't they, really?
Well,
just couldn't.
As I mentioned there, they've had 5 shots on target, whereas
they had the shots, they just haven't got the finish.
Even the attempts on goal, Chorley had 11, Wolves had 8. Still, they're more than credible stats for a team that are in the Conference North.
Yeah, and that's why it really frustrates me when I see TV shows that quick one, Question of Sports.
Yeah.
And they have some of the football pundits going on there, and they go, describe this league, and it has National League and National League North, and they go, people who can't play football play in these leagues.
In all fairness,
and I'm like, that is disgusting.
In all fairness, you mentioning Question of Sport is giving it more credit than it actually deserves.
Yeah, but it's just, I'm just saying that these are people who
absolutely. I agree.
Are sporting icons are going onto these shows.
Oh, that's a shocking transfer.
And I think they should be reevaluating how they look at these leagues.
I agree. I absolutely agree. But then again, Question of Sport is how do I say this in a very
Arcadius.
polite way.
Arcadius Milik from Napoli to Marseille, lads.
Oh, really?
That's good. That's good business. That is terrific business from Marseille.
I do like Milik.
Watford
Milik actually has one of the best goals or assists ratio per 90 minutes in Serie A. He's just injured a lot now, and it's just a bit of a shame that it couldn't be. How do I say it? It couldn't have worked out as it should have.
Watford are currently 2-1 up away to Stoke City, with both Deeney and Sarr on the score sheet.
So now how do I say it? The father Davis would be happy that we didn't cover Stoke in the end.
He would not be. Yeah.
Something now.
Put a bit into context. Our friend Jamie, his dad. Oh no, the other way because it's mirrored. Our friend Jamie, his dad, is a Stoke City supporter and asked us why we weren't covering it.
Stoke have a very good defender going up through the ranks.
I still think Shawcross, to be honest. I still quite like Shawcross.
Don't mention that name, Shawcross. It's been 10 or 15 years that we've been saying there's this young player. He's called Ryan.
Keep an eye on.
Good one day.
Keep an eye on a lad called Connor Taylor.
Connor Taylor. Yeah, I know who you're on about. Yeah.
He's a very good player.
I've not seen him, to be honest, but I know who you're on about.
He's an absolute star, mate.
Well, lads.
There's this young player called Nick Powell.
Hey, Nick Powell. I'm gutted United. Oh, I'm gutted it didn't work out. I'm so gutted it didn't work out.
With Crew and also United.
I know.
Yeah,
4 million at the time.
Talk about ex-United players. Fletcher scored for Stoke.
Fletcher scored for Stoke?
Ashley Fletcher.
Oh, Ashley Fletcher. Sorry, I thought you meant Darren Fletcher or Steve Fletcher.
No, Stephen Fletcher scored for Stoke.
Yeah, Stephen Fletcher is. I was going to say.
Oh, is it Stephen Fletcher?
Yeah, Stephen Fletcher.
Yeah, he joined Stoke in the summer.
I know Ashley Fletcher's at
I'm
middle
so confused.
He was at Stoke at one point.
He was at Stoke.
I think we need to go to bed.
We'll let you have that one, Joe.
I'm having a right Chris Kamara moment, aren't I? Has he scored, Jeff?
Has it happened?
Sent off. Has he been sent off? I thought they're bringing a sub on.
Right, lads.
The good intention.
Lads, so it's finished in our 2 matches. Borussia Monchengladbach 4, Borussia Dortmund 2, and Chorley, they lost only by a goal at the end to Wolves in the FA Cup 4th round. 1-0 to Wolves at Chorley this evening at Victory Park. So victory for Wolves at the end. But my thanks to Seb True, Joe Stanley, and Adam Davis for this evening's watch-along, or multiple watch-alongs. I hope you lot enjoyed it at home. And thanks to those who have subscribed to the channel. We are 7 away from the 300 mark. And to Rohan, he says, have a good one. Well commentated. Shame Chorley couldn't have pulled through, but unlucky to them. Thank you very much, Rohan. And to everybody else that tuned in, don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow for our final whistle show straight after we have our live watch-along of Bayer Leverkusen of Wolfsburg.
Yeah, we're doing Leverkusen Wolfsburg.
Which Seb and I will look forward to, because after that Monchengladbach game, we hope to see the same kind of goal fest.
But I'm still waiting for a good match for multiple reasons that we'll get into tomorrow.
Anyway, see you later, lads, and thank you very much.